You're listening to Metal Gear Resurrections. Our intro and outro is by Fingers Music, and our podcast cover art is by Backflip Simmons. On this episode, I'm joined with TK of Metal Gear University Podcast and renowned artist and awesome Metal Gear fans of every T-type. We all gathered together to discuss more of Gray Fox, MGSCON2, and a little bit of here and that of everything. Hope you enjoy the episode.
So I'll be silent.
So, as I was saying, Survivor Type, when you land in the States, the first thing you got to do is get a 40-ounce bottle of Mountain Dew and chug it in front of the airport.
It's funny. I thought you were gonna say a 40-ounce, one of those like
40?
paper bag drink.
Like
40.
Old English?
Yeah. But you like Mountain Dew.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I have a Mountain Dew related question because
I haven't had it in a long time. I don't know. Okay.
But I always see like on Twitter or online in general people raving about this like Mountain Dew Baja Blast, whatever it is. And I have no idea what that is about, but everyone seems to love it. And
I was gonna say that flavor is usually a Taco Bell. I know for like the anniversary they came out in the stores. I think like a lot of 7-Elevens have them, but yes, the Baja Blast is life when it comes to Mountain Dew.
it's like a thing I can try.
Oh,
yes,
for sure.
It's addressed. Okay.
It's an exclusive. It's an exclusive Mountain Dew drink only at Taco Bell.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know
is,
that?
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We should do a taste test of our
And
type.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, that'd be so exciting.
I love how like that came up naturally because like I know for the Metal Gear Monday boys, Samuel Wright, who's like a huge Mountain Dew head, kind of like goes like this is like I think Pitch Black or something like that. It's some kind of other one.
Pitch Black?
Was another Mountain Dew one, and I was like, no, Baja Blast for life, Sam. Baja Blast for life.
I remember Code Red. Wasn't that a Mountain
That was
Dew
a thing, yeah. It's still around, but I think they kind of repurposed it and renamed it for like the Modern Warfare, like promotional things, because it's still out. It's like the red one. But Baja Blast, that's Taco Bell. But because of the anniversary, they did come out with like a limited line to the stores. So I don't know if it's still out yet, but I bought it like a week ago at Target.
Why is it such a gamer drink? Like
It's like it's either Mountain Dew, gamer. It's either Mountain Dew or like Monster Energy. I feel like that's
Monster.
another one.
Come on, we gotta think about that. Like we all saw it at Death Stranding. It's the pro
That's true.
gamer,
Yeah.
hardcore.
Pro
Let me keep
hardcore
6.
gamer.
I'm gonna just be like Sam over there and be like, I'm gonna fucking drink 6 of them in a row. Nothing can happen to me.
Make my heart stop. Let's go.
Monster is. See, I'm not one for like energy drinks, and like I feel like Mountain Dew. I think would ruin it for me, not to be like that person, but like it's like has the most sugar of like any soda, right? Like that's
It
the one
does.
that's like 65 grams or something for
Yes.
like serving or.
That's
like,
insane.
You know
That's
what? Let
fucking
me be
crazy.
fake
That-
news. Oh,
I think somewhere
Oh.
in the Midwest, there's like an issue with Mountain Dew. Like they give it to kids a lot, where the dentists out there
No.
call it like Mountain Dew mouth or
No.
Dew mouth, where like the
What?
mouths of the kids are like ruined because they drink so much Mountain Dew.
Oh my
Like
God.
day and night, just nonstop Mountain Dew drinks instead of like juice or water or milk for kids.
That's from an 8-ounce can. That's not an.
okay, yeah. So I'm looking at an 8-ounce can of Mountain Dew, and it's 110 calories. Okay, but it has 31 grams of sugar in an 8-ounce can.
Wait,
I
8 ounces
recommend-
is like it's like one of those small ones, right?
Yeah, let me-
It's like half a normal sized can.
Yeah, let me show you. Yeah, so you're drinking.
I
two.
bet you it'll be in the flight. I bet you can get it on the flight.
Oh, maybe.
It might be an option on the flight, but it'd be like the smaller cans.
Oh.
31
for the
grams?
airplanes.
How do they fit that much sugar in there? I mean,
I
I
don't
guess it
know.
dissolves, but
They
like
just
that
cram
seems like
it,
the whole
just
full thing would
cram
just
it,
be
cram
raw
it.
sugar.
Right up in the
You
sugar.
know, and I feel like even like Coke isn't even that much.
No.
I'm trying to think what would
Wow.
people normally drink. 16
I-
ounces probably.
I feel like it's either the 12 or the 16. 12. It's gotta be the 12.
And that's 46 grams. That's crazy.
That
The
kid's too
recommended-
small.
The recommended serving size for sugar in a day is 40. So that's already over. How is that?
Just the
How
one
is
can.
how is that a thing?
Yeah, Tom was.
I
Me and Tom were talking, and
think-
he sounds kind of like a dictator sometimes.
Look, all I'm saying is if it's like universally known, right, that you could have set amount of calories a day, set amount of sugar a day. How is it that companies could put like 2,000 calories in one serving, or like 46 grams of sugar into one serving.
I feel like a libertarian. I'm like, let the
Look,
businesses
if you
do
want
it.
to make some crazy ass meal or some crazy ass drink in your own home, go for it. You know, you want to make it for you and your friends, that's fine. But like, I'm just saying, like, companies, corporations, how is that a thing? That's crazy.
This drink is so, in a sense, evil because it was made by Big Boss. We all forget about the Peace Walker. He created Mountain Dew and Doritos. Oh, and Axe body spray.
Axe body spray. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh my fucking god.
But no, Mountain Dew is like the worst. I don't know how it's legal. It should like be like you got to be 21 and over to like drink it. Like no, you got to be a real adult.
Wait, really? No, is that a joke?
That's a joke. No, it's not real.
You guys think
I
real
don't know.
adult survivor?
Dude, I don't
was just
know.
saying, like-
They probably don't even sell, like, I know that's, you know, we have Mountain Dew here, but a lot of, like,
Insane.
American products get, like, they have to, like, change the recipes so they can even sell it here. Like, certain
Yeah.
things are, like, not allowed here. So that's probably why we also don't have Baja Blast or, like, all that other stuff. Because
We
it's
can't
probably, like,
change
too
it
many
enough.
chemicals. Like, probably, like, that one, like, red dye that's, like, harmful or
Oh,
something.
the Red 40.
Yeah, maybe that's in there. I don't
the
know.
one, yeah.
But I'm gonna drink it. I don't care. I
like,
want
we
to
can't
try it
even-
so bad.
It's my
If we
body.
change it to make it good enough, it's not even the same product. Like, it's not even Baja Blast anymore.
I would
Yeah,
beat
I'm
that.
curious. I've tried Mountain Dew here, but like I want to see
Oh.
what it tastes like over there.
Come
you know?
stateside. I think it'll like make you like run up the ceilings or something.
You're gonna go back home like, I need a Mountain Dew.
Oh no.
I had like a friend from the US visit me last year, and we like had Fanta and Coke here and stuff, and they were like, "This doesn't taste anything like it does in like back home." Basically, they were like, "It tastes so different," and I don't, you know, I was in California, but I don't remember like drinking any. I remember drinking like sweet tea, which is also like a very American thing, I guess, but. That's basically it, and I don't remember it being different, but I'm curious. Maybe I have to like bring a German Coke or something if I can.
Oh, that'd be so
like,
interesting.
to try and see the difference. But yeah, very.
Maybe
I'm
like,
excited for Mountain Dew.
like German Coke versus Mexican Coke battle
I've heard about Mexican Coke is different too.
Oh.
with that cane
No.
sugar.
A friend of mine told me Dominican Coke is better.
Okay, what's the difference
Dominican
between
Coke?
Dominican Coke now?
They said Dominican
this?
Coke. I mean, she's also Dominican, so maybe she's biased.
Yeah,
but she
maybe.
said that it's the same thing, but like the type of sugar they use.
But maybe
But
it's
like, I thought the Mexican Coke already used like real cane sugar.
they use cane sugar, but maybe it's cane sugar from the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So maybe you get like I don't know some kind of like tropical flavor heat.
some little
with the
tang
sugar.
to it or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
try
try
it.
it out.
Curious.
We all have to try it out. We're all just gonna be drinking Cokes. And... No, I'm kidding.
Did I
Just
tell you
like
about the
soft
time
drinks.
I went to the Coca-Cola factory in Atlanta once?
Ooh,
Sponsored by Coke.
did you drink the Italian
How
Coke?
did we get here?
Mamma mia!
Because I
That's a
mentioned
good
Mountain Dew, bro.
Coca-Cola. And if you haven't
Baja
heard,
Blast.
these are the voices of TK and M, Metal Gear University podcast, and with me is Survivor T-Type. Yay!
Hey, hello
On this
again.
episode of Metal Gear Resurrections, Johnny's quickly gone into his podcasting voice. We're here to talk about Gray Fox Round 2, and more importantly, Mountain Dew and Coke.
Do you think Gray Fox would drink Mountain Dew?
Yes, I was actually about to say, what flavor do you think Gray Fox drank?
What
Yeah,
other
because-
flavors are
Psycho.
there?
He's a psycho, so it's got to be like the craziest flavor you could think of.
I'm gonna send you all a list of Mountain Dew flavors.
There's a
Haunted
yellow one.
Sangria.
There's a sangria
What?
flavor?
It's called Haunted Sangria.
Like,
You know what?
Haunted?
alcohol?
Oh, that's him. No, wait, no.
We
No,
are going to be in
he-
California where there's like a Taco Bell that has like margaritas and tequilas. I can imagine a Baja Blast fusion with tequila.
They have
out
alcohol
there.
at Taco Bell.
It's just they're special ones. They're like the special
What?
cantina ones, but I know California has the ones that has serve alcohol.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, you guys didn't know this?
No.
Guys.
I'm not gonna lie, not that we're
Guys.
on our health kick, but like we made a big effort a couple years ago to like cut out sugar. We were really fucking bad. So I
Mhm.
feel like we don't really like go out to eat as much, and we don't really have soda in the house just for our
Oh.
own protection.
That's
Yeah,
good for
you have like no self-control.
We don't.
you.
So like
Neither do
I had
Neither do I. Like
so I had
I have a Yeti here that's like pineapple juice and vodka, and for me it's like 10 in the morning.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. On a Sunday morning. I respect it. I respect it. This man's a dad.
Hallelujah.
Oh, Mountain Dew
Right.
Pitch Black. I see.
Pitch black. That looks disgusting.
That's the one that Sam likes for Metal Gear Mondays. So anybody who has listened to Metal Gear Mondays podcast can message that to Sam. We all said that's disgusting.
I mean, I don't know if it's the soda or the particular photo that you chose to show. That just looks.
Is it like actually black?
I don't know.
That could be like so many things we could talking about right now. It's like, is it that black?
I mean,
People don't know because like this is a very auditorial, not visual.
Oh yeah.
the Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
No, it's okay. I mean, Metal Gear is always sexy as well, so you never know.
Oh boy.
I just love how we're like talking about like very bad drinks, and I just saw like Survivor T-Type just drink a glass of water. Like that's the cleanest thing you could drink right now.
I'm not gonna lie, I have 2 glasses here. The other one looks like this, so.
Ooh.
What's that?
Not
red?
No, it's like some kind of like grapefruit lemonade thing.
That sounds delicious, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say we need.
I did
juice
pour
in
a
this
bit
house.
of Monster in there because I'm like kind of insane and caffeine addicted, and I'm really bad with caffeine.
You said a little bit of Monster, so I think that's already respect to you.
Yeah, I
because-
dilute it because I also trying to cut back, so it's only like a little sip of Monster in there.
Yeah, you don't want the shakes on camera. You don't want to like start twitching and moving around.
Well,
like
I'm
you're
nervous
on
enough
something.
as is. I don't need to be shaking anymore.
Man.
Nah, got nothing to be nervous about. You're a pro at this. Let's
Well,
go.
now I am. Yeah, my second time. It's like I've never done anything else.
You're natural.
Listening back to that episode was really an interesting experience. I guess you guys are probably like used to it. I don't know if you guys listen to like your own episodes after the fact?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't.
Well, I guess you have to edit it, so you're gonna listen to it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I listen
Yeah.
to it, but like when it's out there, I'm I'm good.
I'm a sicko like that. I listen to it to myself. Like, here we go. I'll edit it twice. Like do like a draft, then a final, and then I'll listen to the final product because I have like really bad hearing in my right ear. For all those years of using a Walkman, that like I cannot distinguish like music levels. So that's why I kind of quit doing background music tracks on my episodes because I've actually had episodes where it's like the music was way too high and people's dialogue was way too low, and then like you hear just like a blend of music and people talking, and you can barely hear what was going on. So yeah, for me, I have to listen to it multiple times, and then I have my wife listen to it, which she's like, "You guys are talking nonsense." I'm like, no. How are the levels? Don't listen to the episode. Like, your husband's partially deaf. Tell me what's that about.
I would say, I mean, personally, I'm so used to podcasts without music. So, like, I don't know how you feel about this change, but I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you need somebody in your corner. I'm in
Yeah.
your corner. I like it. I don't know. I feel like I'm so used to just, like, having a podcast on while, like, cleaning or doing something. And just the kind of person I am, I feel like I get overstimulated. So, like, just hearing the voices, I'm like, it sounds great, Johnny.
Okay. Yeah, no. I'm old, too. Look, I have my, like, arthritis glove for my right hand. I was like, oh, my hearing's going. My hands are going.
You're like old
This
snake
looks like
right
you're
now.
like
I'm going to grow up. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to grow a mustache and just be like, put some gray in my hair. And be like, podcasting has changed. The cigarettes. Nah, but like, I don't know, it's very T-type. So what did you think? Did you have like anything that you had in mind you want to talk about that you maybe like didn't get to in the first one, or you didn't say enough?
Well, I have a few things. Like,
Yeah.
it's all like, I don't know how much we can talk about each of those things, but I just wrote down a few things that I was thinking about and that I noticed that I didn't really touch on in the first episode. And in general, I feel like the first episode, I kind of talked all over the place. And I feel like people who don't, like, never really thought about Grey Fox much. Probably
I mean,
were-
that's just podcasting.
Yeah,
honestly.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We just talked
I
about
got
Mountain Dew
kind of-
for like 20 minutes. So
Oh, that's true.
That's so true.
But yeah, I have a few like questions. I thought we could maybe say our thoughts on. Well,
Yeah.
questions, just thoughts I had about
Cool.
Fox, and also some. Because I know we talked about wanting to maybe talk about him during his Fox Sound days, which we didn't really do in the last one. And I was also thinking like talking about him and his history with like piloting Metal Gears, but I couldn't really find much info about it, to be honest. So like one question I wrote down is like, what do you think like piloting a Metal Gear is like? Because I'd imagine Fox had to like get.
Oh.
Do they have like a Metal Gear license you have to get
A
before you get to
license.
do that? Because like, I mean, Liquid just started messing with Rex immediately, but then I thought like, I mean, I guess he was like already.
Yeah.
In a
He
Metal
must have
Gear,
been like
I guess
fiddling
he's
around
trained.
with it.
Yeah.
But he was also kind of trained like when he was younger with like him and Huey back in the day.
Oh, that is also
He kind of
true.
used
Oh,
he
yeah,
used,
so
he
how
used
happened it?
Eli to put like his like, hey, it's only small enough for children could fit in there.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Put him
hey,
in there.
you blonde boy over there, come here, get into this Metal Gear.
I like to think Liquid was just that good that was like his first time jumping in, and since he's just like the perfect clone, he was just nice.
He was
with
just in it.
He was just like he knew all the buttons and shit.
I don't know. I think it would be kind of funny though if he was in the cockpit and then like he accidentally like I don't know aimed the gun at Ocelot for a second and he was like, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I'm just touching buttons. I don't know what I'm doing."
I mean, is it that hard? Because then David did it in 4, but he had help with like his little like Mark II with Hal.
That's
Maybe
true.
doing most
They
of
had,
it,
like,
and
a-
him just doing like move the left foot, move the right foot, touch a button to shoot, touch a button to shoot rockets.
Maybe Hal hacked it in a way where he was able to pilot it with the PS3 controller.
Oh, I think that's what it was. I think that's what it was because they kept
I
talking
mean,
about
I'm
the
just-
PS3 controller for the.
Because like
fourth one.
he piloted the Mark III with the PS3 controller in 4, so that's like a thing,
I
right?
thought you were referencing that submarine
The submarine?
that had the controller.
Which one? No, wait, which?
Oh,
the
the
real life
UA,
one,
the
Ocean
the
Oh!
unmanned
Okay, then the-
vehicle in the first one.
No, like the real life. The,
Yeah, it was the
Ocean
Xbox
Gate.
controller. I
Oh
think.
my God, the Titan.
Yeah.
My bad.
Uh-huh.
You were mentioning. Never mind. Sorry, but yeah, the Atacama.
Oh
the,
my
the
God,
PS3
no!
controller.
Can you imagine? Like he was like, Snake, here's the Mark III, and then he gives him like a fucking Logitech. Like, what is this shit? It breaks in 2
God.
seconds, and
I feel like
I'm-
piloting a Metal Gear would be like doing a. It feels like a Gundam to me.
Mhm.
I feel like it'd just be like super convoluted. It's like you know, like you're just kind of in this. Like you Survivor Type, you drew. I feel like Gray Fox in it, and like with the headset and everything, it felt like
Mhm.
like a Gundam. Like it felt like this giant, like
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah, we've seen the original artwork from like I think from like the MSX like manual where they showed
Yeah.
like Gray Fox with the whole helmet thing, and so that looks like way more like because you know we don't say like what Metal Gear 2 was like when based off the 90s in that timeline I think, so it's like
Yes.
probably more to do, more you have to work more at it to work a Metal Gear D versus a Rex. I would
yeah.
think. So it's like probably more analog, more involving. I imagine like a lot of pulleys and buttons. I don't know. You had to concentrate more, and here comes David just chucking grenades at your legs.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it's got to be something akin to like a tank, right? I mean, I've never piloted a tank either, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
yeah,
With like VR, with like the whole headset thing.
yeah. I know
They-
at least for Ray, I think there's like VR training because they said in
Mhm.
2 that like Ocelot went through the VR training to go through that. So maybe it was like that for Rex as well. Maybe that's what Liquid did. I don't know. But for Gray Fox, maybe he just took it around the base a couple of times to get used to it, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna blow up that bridge real good." When
Well, I think for the second one, he was sending him out to like go dismantle other countries' weaponry and like nuclear armament with
Mhm.
Metal Gear D. I think he was sending Gray Fox out to like missions like globally to attack other countries' nuclear what do you call it, arsenals.
Is that a
Right?
kind of thing that he sent Gray Fox to do that?
I thought Gray Fox was the only pilot for Metal Gear D. Was there somebody else? Was it Big Boss?
and I wouldn't
I-
know.
Because I know for like if you're on Twitter and you see like Mitchell Hammond's work, he puts like Venom in like the TX55 one. So I was like, oh, okay, so maybe he's saying like canonically Venom was the only one doing for that one. So like, I don't know, I feel like Big Boss wouldn't want to like pilot a Metal Gear. He's had too many years of like breaking them and destroying them. So he might want to have somebody who has like better finesse, more patience than him, like Gray Fox, who can just like actually put all his time and attention and training into like piloting D. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's also a risk, you know? He does trust Gray Fox a lot, and he needs him, but he's not going to put himself out there, probably.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. It makes sense to have, like, his most loyal, you know?
Yeah. Like, I'm not sure if anybody is watching House of the Dragon, but it's reminded me of that latest episode where Aegon went out on his dragon, stupidly.
Oh, like the king.
Like the king goes out on the dragon. King goes out into battle. Something bad happens, and it's like, oh well, there goes your king.
You know, like you don't send. Yeah, like they were like, you can't fight. Like we know you want to fight, but you need to stay here.
Spoilers for House of the Dragon.
Yeah, spoiler
After you say it.
After you say it. Spoiler alert.
I'm so sorry.
I was always like that. I don't want to spoil it, but like
I'm a dick. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anyone.
Anyway,
I'll
okay.
go away.
My question. So with Gray Fox piloting Metal Gear D, and we're saying he has the headset, right? It's the VR. What do we think the visibility of that is? Because my question is, did he know that Gustavo was on that bridge? I always think about that.
I don't know.
I can't imagine him shooting knowing that was
That's
Gustavo.
what I'm saying.
I cannot imagine that.
Yeah, it's his lady.
Maybe back then it was still like, because it was still like one of the earlier models. Maybe it was kind of like, you know, those like heat sensor thingy images.
Yeah.
Maybe he couldn't really tell who it was. He just saw like
Thermal.
like multiple people there, and he assumed that on the bridge was Mark. But I hope that's the case, because he wouldn't do that. I don't think he would do that.
Yeah, I mean, especially like in his well, I can't say dying monologue, but like in the monologue where Snake defeats him, like the way they spoke about Gustavo, it doesn't lead me to believe that he knowingly killed her, you know?
I mean, because I feel like when I met Gray Fox, it was him like post-mortem, like this like zombified, you know what I mean? Like he's just like heavily worked on science experiment. And of course, like his mental health is in shambles. But part of me, at least the way I was thinking, was like maybe his mental health was already in shambles before. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I made up my own canon with that. There's no anything that states that in the game. But like, you know, back then he was just like this really like intense war, like this intense soldier, and by any means necessary to complete his mission, and like. But yeah. I don't know. I always wondered if he knew she was there or not.
I don't know. But I mean, it is sad because like he never had like a real chance to escape, you know? Like all he had was Big Boss, and he had a path, and he was trying to forge that path with Gustavo, and then it was just like denied. And then he had to go back to maybe something that he knew that was toxic for him, but something that he just had to go back to, you know? I don't know. It's a tragic thing.
I feel like he's kind of like, if you think about him as a character, he's like never really, like, except for Metal Gear Solid 1, I guess, but he's like never truly like on his own, or I guess as a child too, but like after he meets Big Boss and everything, all the bad shit happens to him, he like only exists like in tandem with other people. Like when he was trying to build a normal life for himself, it was either with Naomi or with Gustava, and both times it kind of failed. Like either because with Naomi it failed because of himself, he couldn't live with himself like that, and with Gustava he was just like the government intervened, and he was like, if I can't have this, then I need to go back to Big Boss. I don't think he can like exist as his own instance, which is like, I feel like that's also like he really is like the name they gave in Portable Ops, like Null. He's like on his own. He's like nothing. He's nobody. Which that sounds so mean, but he's like
But that's how he feels about himself.
Yeah, he needs someone. He needs someone else or an objective to like follow.
I mean, and it makes you curious of like with that kind of image of him, like the reason for him taking Naomi. It's like I see someone else who also is alone, someone else who's been kind of like scarred by war and whatnot. I mean, he was the cause of it, but like like it's like I see someone who could be like me, and maybe we can.
Mm-hmm.
I could fix myself by fixing her.
Yeah.
But that is a good point. He's always like this attachment of his to like if he's alone, he's like I can't be by myself. That's rough. Damn.
And I feel like him trying to help Naomi was kind of like a half measure for healing. And what Snake did with like having Otacon and Sunny eventually as like a support is like a full measure, Because like I feel like Gray Fox had the right idea but didn't execute it the right way. And I think that being a lesson to Snake later on kind of like picked up the torch and then ran with it.
I mean, with Naomi, it's I don't know if he just I wonder what like drove him to like or what was different that time, like when he killed her parents and he met her like at the river and stuff. And he felt so bad. I don't know if it can't be that he never like encountered like war orphans before. He did like a bunch of stuff. So I wonder what like exactly it was about Naomi that made him feel that way.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it was really like delved into in detail, but it must have been something like either the way he killed her parents or like the way that Naomi revealed herself. I don't know. I mean, who's to know, really?
Could it be they were both? I mean, they're both, of course, of different ethnicities, but like hypothesizing maybe like they were a similar shade. You know what I mean? Like I mean, she's like half Indian. What is she like? Maybe.
Yeah, she's.
Right,
I think she's half Indian.
I know she's like biracial, and so is like Gray Fox. Well, our hypothesis, right? Like, so I mean, maybe they were like similar. Maybe he saw kinship. I don't know, but like to your point, stereotype, like that's not the first orphan he's probably created or seen. So like, what about Naomi was so significant?
I mean, it was like a tipping point for him because that's like the first time. I know I've tweeted about this. I don't know if you've probably seen it, but that's like the first time he like had like second thoughts about the things he was doing in war. And I feel like it kind of paved the way for him to like understand that this isn't a good thing that he's doing. And I mean, but it was also so influential to him that it like ruined him in a way. It's crazy how much influence Naomi had on him because he really like Big Boss gave him and Naomi like a life in the US at some point. I don't remember what time exactly that was, but he like ran away from all of that, even though he had like a way out, just because he felt so bad about it all. He couldn't bear to live with himself, and he would rather go back to war than feel the way he did when he was like living with Naomi, because it was so like it destroyed him from the inside. He would rather go back to Big Boss. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's like a mixture of like going back to Big Boss and like that cult mentality, and then also the idea of like when you're dealing with something that's too heavy, some people just drown themselves in their work and they just try not to think about anything else except for their job.
I mean, like when I feel like when somebody wants to make a change in life or somebody wants to do better, it's sometimes they stay with what's comfortable, not because it's fun, but because it's easy to change, just to do something new and it's unknown. And I feel like for Gray Fox, it's like that familiarity of Big Boss. I know who he is, I know it's evil, but I know what to get with him.
You know what you're getting, yeah.
To like reveal to Naomi what happened to live this life with her is something I don't know what's gonna happen. So I can't risk not having a secure outcome. Because he knows he's the baddest. Like, you know, he knows he's the baddest. He knows he's gonna like complete a mission. He knows what he's capable of. But being a father, being a family, you know, being a brother, like having that kind of relationship.
Yeah, that's scary.
That's the real horror for him.
I mean, he wanted that. It's so sad though, because he really wanted it in a way. Otherwise he wouldn't have tried it with Gustava. He wanted so bad to build a life for himself, but it was not like his life is so. I've said this so many. Listening back to the last episode, I kept saying like his life is so sad and tragic and terrible, and like so many times, but it really is. Every time I talk about him, I'm like, oh my god, dude, this guy had so much shit thrown at him, and he never had like a real say for like his fate his entire life. Like even in his death, he didn't really get what he wanted, which is also something I wanted to talk about because I keep thinking about this. Like, why do you think David did not shoot Grey Fox with the missile when Liquid had him pinned? Because he like asked for it and he wanted it so bad. Like it was kind of like his dying wish, I guess, or like before he actually died, his dying wish.
I view that as like a two-pronged thing. There's one thing of like, you think Snake is this cool, calm, experienced operative, and he's this super strong-willed soldier that will do what needs to be done. But then compared to Grey Fox, he's just a rookie, and that it's mirrored earlier in the game where he first meets Meryl, and Meryl's pointing the gun at him, and he's like, "You can't shoot me," because he knows that she's
true.
He knows that she's green.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even I've never thought about that. The parallel where he's like, I know rookies.
Think you could shoot me, rookie? Yeah, that whole thing. That's like
God.
Snake. Snake is Meryl's Grey Fox, if that makes sense.
Oh, dude. Okay. That's so cool. Okay, I've never seen or noticed that similarity.
I played that game like 5,000 times.
I mean, dude, okay. I just think it's so sad that Fox didn't really get the, I don't want to say the satisfaction of having David kill him, because I think, you know, he was already like wishing for that, or like hoping for that, I guess, or like ready for it at least in Metal Gear 2. You know, presumably he died because he like got blown up by the landmine and stuff. And he seemed like pretty content with the outcome, like when they were talking right before he passed away. And I feel like David kind of did him a bit of a disservice by not doing it, but I get why he wouldn't do it, especially because like at that point, David has like no other friends other than Grey Fox. Like he just met Hal, obviously they're gonna become friends and more, I guess, but he didn't really have, like, he considered Fox his best friend, and he already thought he died before, like in Metal Gear 2. He already said goodbye to him. Suddenly he shows up again, like gives you like a last like speech, like, "Oh, please tell Naomi that I killed her parents. I'm gonna die now." Again, by the way. And Snake is like, so I feel like he just couldn't, like back then in Metal Gear 2, they were obviously like on opposing sides of the battlefield, like even if Fox helped him and stuff. But this time, Fox is just there like on his own. Like he isn't working for anyone. He's just doing this for himself. And Snake can't really like, he doesn't have like the guts, I guess, to like kill him when it's not necessary. He probably thought he could maybe save him, do something else, but it's not like he's not an imminent threat to him like in Metal Gear 2, where they were fighting, like very obviously fighting against each other.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what the other alternative would have been, like if you try to save him.
I mean, it's
him in the cyborg body, because like I'm trying to like remember like things like dialogue from like the first from MGS1 and Metal Gear 2. It's like, what was he like? He was still part of like Foxhound, but like kind of like Black Ops, kind of like in a thing where like nobody really knew unless you like really higher clearance for Grey Fox regarding to him being like a cyborg. At that time, I'm trying to remember, because like I think Snake even asked the colonel like about it, and he was like, "Oh, I think he said something like, he's like he has no knowledge of like what's happened to him like post like Metal Gear 2, because like the colonel was still also involved with that operation as well, so he would have seen. I can't imagine like he would not know that they recovered his body to be worked on in the same organization without like some knowledge of it, like
I mean,
no knowledge of
who's
it.
to know? Maybe he knew as much as they recovered the body.
Yeah.
But I doubt. I don't know if they knew whether or not he was being experimented on. That seems like some. That seems like some like Area 51 shit. You know, like that seems like top level stuff.
So that would mean like Dr. Clark like never left the organization from Fox to Foxhound.
Yo, Dr. Clark
Like
is
she just stayed
the biggest
within.
villain.
Like they talked about like, how she did like other works outside post like Snake Eater. But I feel like if you're working for like a really top secret not mission but like an operation involving like resurrecting a person and then infusing their body with like cybernetic implants and basically making them just a cyborg, I imagine if you're still within the organization, like you really never left. You were still somewhat involved, because she was also like involved with genetics, and it just kept going on for her.
Yeah, I would imagine that post 3, like that core group probably were tight all the way up until the end. Like I could imagine Dr. Clark and Donald Anderson just talking on the phone every day, just like Donald just handling some sort of like the Patriot AI, and then he's like, "Oh, how's the human experiments going? Let me call up my friend real quick, and hey, Dr. Clark, how's that Frankenstein project you got going over there? How's he doing?" And then you just hear Frank in the background, just I don't know.
Shit. No, because like back when he was like SIGINT, he was like really like into technology. He's like, what's to come next? Like, this is exciting stuff, Snake. It's like, you don't know. It's like we're gonna be working on stuff later on that like make things we're doing now seem like they're like we're in the Stone Age.
Yo, SIGINT is like what tech bros are right now with like AI and stuff. They're like, isn't it cool that AI can like draw all this stuff and like make movies and like edit and like do all this cool stuff? Fast forward like 50 years down the line and you're like, you idiots, you dumbass.
Yeah, because he had like the experimentation done to him where Psycho Mantis couldn't like read his mind. He had like implants in his head where he couldn't read, so he was all like very like keeping with like technology. Yeah, and I was like,
do you think
another bad guy?
Do you think that that's something that was like a joint project between him and Dr. Clark? Like, do you think Dr. Clark put that same shit into Gray Fox?
Probably.
Probably.
Right?
I feel like they really like at that point Gray Fox was so like his body was like basically mostly machine and like artificial stuff, and they used him for so many experiments. They're probably like, oh, we have a new prototype, let's put it in the cyborg guy.
Yeah, let's put it in that weird dude.
Like, oh, it's short circuiting. He's like freaking out. Oh, we'll do some tweaking.
All right, we'll tone it back a little bit, and then we'll just put another one in it.
Let's not
See how it works.
and come back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining. He was like Dr. Clark had him for like 4 or 5, I think 5 years. She was like experimenting on him, and also what's so fucked up is like Naomi. She was like kind of snuck in by Big Mama to like get to kill Dr. Clark because she was like work. Yeah, But the thing I'm getting at, Naomi was there for like 3 years while Dr. Clark. Well, she was her assistant. While they were experimenting on Fox, and like imagine you see your brother, you think he's like dead, and then you see him and he's like all like fucked up and like hooked up to a bunch of machines and wires and you have to help this fucked up evil Dr.
Yeah, that's
Clark
crazy. That's crazy.
to like do experiments on him, and it's not like you can say no because you have like a mission to do, and you have to help him escape at some point. But oh my god, dude. Imagine.
I can't imagine the will to go through with something like that. That is nuts to me.
I mean, I feel like that's why she was so intent on like Fox Die and like killing.
Like, I'm gonna kill Snake.
Like, I hate you. Like,
imagine like clocking in at work every day, and you're like, that's the reminder right there that you're like that's it.
I'm like,
Gotta kill that dude.
I'm gonna keep going. I feel like she was just kind of like, like so that was her reminder, and like her every day she was reminded of like staying the course, staying on that mission. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's funny now. I was reminded of Venom a little bit, like thinking about how long Gray Fox was in his little torture experiment chamber, and then thinking about just like Venom being also like experimented on for much longer. Like I don't know.
It's the same kind of thing. Venom's is more of like a hypnosis kind of thing, whereas like Gray Fox is more like mechanical.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, it's so I kind of. I'm imagining like this is all just like headcanon stuff, obviously, but I was thinking like maybe Naomi was like staying after hours to like stay with Gray Fox and maybe like talking to him, like even maybe he probably wasn't conscious for like a lot of it, or like not like fully there at least, and her like sitting next to him and just telling him like about like I don't know how she feels, and maybe like her plan, and that he has to wait a bit more to like until she can actually like.
So sad.
Where's the fan fiction? Where's
yeah,
the...
I know, right?
That sounds like a good fan fiction right there.
And the height of the drama is that like Dr. Clark watches on the camera one day and like confronts and like.
Oh, and then that's why she has to put the plan in motion to free him. Oh.
I mean, it probably felt like satisfying as hell to like finally set Gray Fox loose and like have him kill Dr. Clark. And I mean, she says like it was covered up, or like Dr. Clark supposedly died in an explosion. Because at first I was like, oh, you can't really kill her in like an obvious way, because like there's obviously like still like other guards and everything around, so you have to like do it like chill and quiet. But like if you have like maybe the whole like lab wing got like blown up or something, and she was like,
Johnny, what did you put in?
I just noticed.
Okay, so if you're looking at the chat, great thing for like an audio podcast. I imagine that's what they did with Gray Fox. Like he was sitting in a chair like RoboCop. I always bring it back to RoboCop, but now with the whole like maybe it was like also like Frankenstein, where like the monster destroys the doctor. Like maybe Naomi like woke him up just enough where he was able to like wake up and kind of like exact his own revenge against the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like yeah, sorry.
No, real quick, I was gonna say I can imagine, like, especially at that time, Gray Fox was probably just like a mess mentally. Mm-hmm. She probably like woke him up and then ran out the room, like just, you know what I mean? Like she couldn't be there to like talk to him or whatever, because he was just probably so like volatile. And
yeah, he probably maybe at that point of waking up, he wouldn't even know who Naomi was.
And like akin to like Frankenstein, where it's just like you wake up and you're just like this like groaning hot mess, and then later on you start like developing memories or speech. Mm-hmm. But sorry, T-type, sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking like maybe they must have done like something to his brain, obviously, to like get him to comply and do what they want him to do. But I feel like Naomi must have like tampered with it like a little bit at least, like in order to get him to go against his programming, in order to kill Dr. Clark and everything.
Yeah, maybe she wrote in a little piece of code in there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We should have a podcast movie night and watch Universal Soldier. Like we should.
Hell yeah.
We should, because honestly, like I'm so reminded of just like Gray Fox with that movie. Party. Yeah, honestly, because Sarah T-type. I feel like we spoke about it last time. You haven't seen it, right?
No, I haven't seen it.
I feel like if we can, we should. Yeah, we should try to, because it's so like.
It's almost on the nose on how close it is to Gray Fox's origin.
Yes, you're right. It's ridiculous, and like I feel like, to your point of like the programming, I feel like that movie shows like what exactly they were doing in order to get these reanimated corpses to do their bidding.
It's one of those movies where it's like you know Kojima must have watched that and was like inspired, you know.
Yeah, we should do that. I mean, I'm up for it. I'm always up for having other people make me watch new things, because I'm always stuck in my own.
Let's do it.
Especially in the parts where they're like re-remembering, like the drugs are starting to wear off.
Exactly.
And they're re-remembering. They're kind of going through that thing like what Gray Fox was going through, without the whole like psychotic yelling. Well, I mean, there is some yelling, but it kind of like it's akin to it. So I imagine like for Kojima, yes, very much with cinema, but also like probably literature as well. So he was probably taking just little bits of here and there. It's like, oh, maybe Universal Soldier, maybe like RoboCop, but like
RoboCop as well. Yeah, RoboCop is
but
a very similar vein.
the original Paul Verhoeven, who's another auteur, and I imagine like Hideo Kojima being an auteur himself, going like, oh, I could watch his stuff. No, but you know what I mean, like taking little bits of film and literature and kind of melding it together.
No, agreed. Yeah, RoboCop for sure. Because I mean, I think RoboCop is very similar, right? It's like you have him like, isn't he like during remembering his past too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
There's like
I
a whole
forgot
thing.
about that movie.
It's like a whole thing where he's like sitting in his chair, falling asleep, and they're like, he had a dream, and they're like, what? He can't have dreams. He's a robot, not a man.
I just remember that opening scene. Like I think that's why.
God.
I don't remember that movie, but that
Which
opening
one?
scene scarred me for the first one.
The opening for
The shooting?
the first RoboCop.
When he gets
Yes.
shot. Okay,
Yes.
if you watch the director's cut, it's even more intense and
No
gruesome.
fucking way.
You see his whole arm just gets blown off in the shootout.
Stereotype.
I
Have
think
you
that's
seen
also
RoboCop?
like Gray Fox. Oh.
Exactly.
Mhm.
No, I'm usually when you ask if I've seen a movie, you can assume I probably haven't. I'm pretty.
Because
Okay.
they
Movie nights.
re-released it with a director's cut that's like even more like the shootout is has like more intense that they had to take out originally.
Ooh. You know what we should do?
I think we should watch RoboCop over Universal Soldier. RoboCop
Or
is
back to back.
Okay.
iconic.
Wait, I'll bring my laptop and an HDMI cord. We can do it on like one of our rooms, like after the con or before the con, like that night. Just go to sleep with RoboCop on the mind.
That sounds like fun.
I don't know.
Oh my
I'm just
God,
putting it out there. You can all think about it, but I'll put it out there. It's a classic. I'd love to see it
I
again.
was looking up like Gray Fox's history. It says that, like down in like I think the Mozambique War or I don't remember what it was.
Well, he was
Where-
in Mozambique and in Rhodesia, so like he fought in both.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember where it says like he had his nose and ears cut off.
Oh yeah, that was in Rhodesia. Yeah.
What?
He probably had some plastic surgery.
I
going
imagine
on.
so.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I guess speculated that since Big Boss saved him, that he probably since he
It-
like sent him off to the U.S. with Naomi, he probably also like,
Had plastic surgery.
somehow gave him surgery.
They
I
went,
mean, it's not
they-
unheard of.
they reached out to Michael Jackson's people and they said, "Can you please fix my most loyal soldier?"
Hey, Michael Jackson, he had
Yeah.
the best work done. The best work. But
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I'm misremembering, but did Gray Fox ever say during Metal Gear 2 that he doesn't know how to please a woman?
was that in Metal Gear 2, right?
Metal Gear 2, yeah, the
I
MSX.
feel like
Because you know what? I played these games so much that like I feel like certain things may bleed into other games. I'm pretty sure he said that.
No, I think he said something along the lines of that. Either like
Okay.
he couldn't please a woman or like he couldn't
Couldn't
make a
please
woman
her.
happy.
Oh,
That's
make a
how
woman
I
happy.
took it.
That. Yeah.
That's how I
Yes.
took it. He
Okay.
couldn't make a woman happy, and I thought to myself, like, okay, he can't make like a family happy, or
Yeah.
like
And to also like kind of rewind it back, I don't think he actually shot what's her name again? I'm sorry.
Gustava.
Gustava.
Put some respect on her name.
I'm always, you know what, because I covered that game. I misremembered her name and gave her an entirely different name. The whole episode, and I had to like say at the end, like I messed up. It's this name instead. But
Big fan.
I don't think he shot intentionally, knowing that she was on the bridge. Because I feel like for all the Metal Gears, they all have like visual issues. Because if you go through like, every single Metal Gear, if you even go to like the modern console ones, okay, Rex. Once you hit that dome, he can't see. Liquid can't see shit. He has to open it up and actually look outside of it. Same thing with Ray, where it's like the panels inside are like basically like kind of like showing the cameras built out of Ray. And if you fuck that up, he has to open that up as well to kind of see what's going on.
Major flaw.
3 was just a tank, which like he didn't use it
Yeah.
properly.
How do you think Vulcan saw on that thing? Like-
You just have to like
he went on top
step on
of
the
it.
gas.
He
You're
went on
just
top
trying to
of it.
go
Yeah,
like a
right?
straight line.
Rip the
Like, do you think he was like
cords
looking
out.
through like a little window like this, like a little slit, just going like, there he is, full speed ahead.
And 4 is just
Whipping it.
4 is just geckos, and then 5 is like an AI, but it's really also piloted by like a child psychomantis. So he's outside of the Metal Gear. He's not inside of it.
That's a good point.
So
That's a good point.
They're all flawed. Like you can't see inside of Metal Gear. And I was like, that should have been worked on originally.
Yeah, that's like we're talking about the legs for some of them. Like some of them were destroyed by like that really, the key point of their build. But like, yeah, like if you can't see what the fuck you're doing, like that's like at some point you gotta open the fucking cockpit and leave yourself vulnerable to.
And that's what that drunken Russian guy was saying. He's like, no, legs. And I was like, no, eyes. You need to see out of this goddamn thing.
Yeah. Maybe Volgan had the right idea to pass over Granin to go to Sokolov. It's just some drunken dude going like, I want to put legs on a tank. And they're like, all right, Grandpa, go to bed.
I imagine he repeats that story to everybody going like, I won the award, special award for best scientist. I'm #1 scientist of all.
It's like
Russia.
that was back in World War II, Grandpa. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. You gotta go to bed.
Meanwhile, his two flaws. He's a drunk, and he loves shoes, beautiful shoes that got him killed. Those shoes got him killed.
That was his main weakness.
Nice shoes.
If you think about it, yeah, he did help Snake, but no one really knew about that. It's the shoes that fucked him up.
Because he kept talking about legs. So they go like, wait a minute, those shoes look too nice, and you're a Russian scientist. You should be poor. Get over here.
Like, look at that fine Italian leather. Hey, come here real quick. Let me see those shoes real quick.
Where'd you get those? Maybe there was Raikonov's shoes. And that's why Vulcan recognized them.
Oh, I like
He's
this.
like, wait a minute. Those are my boy's shoes. Where'd you get them? You were in his closet? No, only I'm allowed in there.
And then you hollowed out the heel to have a transmitter? How dare you? How dare you?
We're gonna see them. And like
what?
Updated.
Oh, you like Rykov and Volgan in Delta?
I got scared. I was like, were you going to see them? Like, are there people going to be at the convention dressed up as them? Like, what?
No, sorry, I was just thinking like this year we're gonna see them like fully fleshed out. Like I don't know, it's gonna be kind of
that'd be like it's also like a good window to, if they do like a Metal Gear Solid 2 remake on like how Raiden would look. That's kind of neat.
I mean, it's 50-50 on the boss. People are like, I don't like him. People are like, I can kind of see why she looks that way because the whole like.
I think she looks fine. She's she's a weathered middle-aged woman. Like
she fought in World War II. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I do agree that she does look different, but I don't necessarily think that that's like bad. I'm on the fence of I'm on the camp of. Like in the original game, she did look a little too young. Like it looked like she was like the same age as Snake, rather than like this like experienced person who went through a war that happened like 20 years before. So like I do appreciate that they aged her up appropriately to give her that experience and to like have that in contrast to Snake, And
I feel like from my understanding, and please correct me if I'm wrong, the designs for 3 were based on like Shinkawa's drawings, like heavily, like it was heavily stylized character design. So I can imagine like now they're trying to make it a little bit more realistic looking. It's not as like if you compare it to like the boss and Shinkawa, like it's very stylized. So this one's more like, okay, we're going for a real feel type of deal. I think she looks great.
Well, it's to be expected when using the Unreal Engine as well. So I kind of like Kojima's not there, so they're not going by Yoji Shinkawa's like style. They're not pursuing that anymore. Like they're going new. So new is like Unreal Engine 5. How does that look? And this is what it looks like. It's not terrible. It's not bad. It's good.
An old woman. Yeah. Older. Sorry, it's not old.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry. Wow. Older woman. She's a mature woman.
Women over 40 are ancient.
Right? What is it called?
Kay's hot take.
Wait, no. Once you pass 30, what was that quote?
Oh, that incel quote was like, they hit the wall.
It was a news anchor. Remember he got in trouble?
Who?
It was, I think.
Oh, Don Lemon, that dude?
It was some guy on CNN.
This was like
Don Lemon?
This was like last year or something. Where all right, to those who are not aware, there's like this news anchor that there was a woman that was running for president, and she was like I think she's in her 40s, something like that. And he said like, oh, well, you know, she's past her prime. And then like the two female anchors were like, what do you mean by that?
No.
And then he was like, well, I'm just saying that she's just a little older. It's like there are men running that are
They're,
older
like,
than her.
double.
So what do you mean by that? And he was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And then he got fired.
He got really
Wow.
trouble for that.
Oh,
Past her prime, and she was like early 40s.
oh my
Like,
god.
yo.
dude.
Fucking Christ.
I was like,
you need
great.
somebody in their 40s. Come on.
Yes. Oh, please. Yeah.
No, man, I think we got to go in the other direction. I think we need somebody who's in their hundreds next time.
Oh, gosh. Hey, anybody from the Revolutionary War days? Can we like get them on here?
But it's funny, right? Because you have like, to bring it back, you have the boss who's like weathered. She's like, what, canonically, like in her medical 3, she's like late 40s, 50?
I think she's in her 40s.
I think so.
Ray.
You know, and she. Go ahead, Johnny. Sorry.
No, because like it's gonna take place during the 60s, so like post like World War II, so it'd be like what 40s?
Yeah, I would say like
40s.
late 40s.
And like
Yeah.
she's experienced. Like she's already had like what, decades of work. So
Yeah, and she's also been in like the philosophers in like
it's
training
the boarding
camps.
school, right?
Yeah.
Like,
hmm
so we just have this woman who's like,
And-
you know, not hot, but like I think like akin to like a Terminator type,
Like Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor,
of
thing.
aliens.
Didn't they also write her like she was part of like the NASA program? Like she joined NASA.
Yes, I forgot
Like,
about that. But
Project
yeah,
was it Project Mercury?
yeah, the
She
Mercury
went
lady.
to space. She
Yeah,
went into space with what's his name? What's the character's name? I always call him Spaceman, but that's not his name. He's
The
one of the
Fury?
bosses.
The Fury?
The Fury. Like, wasn't she with him?
I don't
when
know.
shit
If
went down?
Did,
I don't think.
Did
I
she
think
go
she
up-
was alone up there.
She was
Yeah,
alive? Okay. I don't know. See what I mean? Like, everything bleeds in every once in a while. But like, oh, you know what I was gonna ask? Like, when did the whole Dr. Clark dying and Gray Fox escaping occur? Did that occur just before Shadow Moses?
Yeah, that was, I think, 2 years before Shadow Moses, I think.
Holy shit! So
I think they had like 2 years where Gray Fox was kind of unaccounted for, and in my brain I was kind of like, well, maybe Naomi, I kind of helped him regain his personality and memories some more before he went to Shadow Moses, because I feel like he would be like too messed up to just go right away. But yeah, I think it was 2 years before that, something like that.
Yo,
Like,
he
not
would-
immediately before.
he would have been the most awkward roommate ever. Like imagine like Naomi just like coming home and you just see like Gray Fox on the couch and you're like, so how we doing? It's like, I feel like shit, Naomi. I feel like shit.
Everything hurts all the time.
Everything hurts and my body's in a machine. How do you think I feel
No,
right now?
she goes home, just lay down. He's just been sitting in the dark, just like at the table, just.
It's like, did you go outside for a walk today? It's like, I would go outside for a walk if I didn't look like a monster.
but that'd be the creepiest thing, because like, isn't like the center like the red dot like always on? So if he's in the dark, wouldn't you see just like a red dot, like in the darkness, in the middle of darkness? So that's what I assumed. Like he's all fucked up when we see him in Shadow Moses, where like he's almost like convulsing, and like I feel like the cybernetic parts are kind of trying to regulate to what's happening to him, because he's just like malfunctioning like throughout the like your. I want to say like almost through the entire time you encounter him, minus the end where it's like he's kind of like fully fleshed out and like his face is open. You can see his face. He's got the Mega Man cannon arm, and he's kind of like helping you, trying to take out Rex. Where it's like he really didn't really malfunction there, but maybe he finally caught grasp, or like maybe the safeguards just finally went down. I don't know.
I feel like that was kind of like he like gathered his last like strength. Like he like, put everything into that because he knew it was like the last thing he was gonna do for Snake, like saving him and trying to.
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were saying.
I was just gonna go on about like I think like his Naomi obviously like have like reverse like some of those things that Dr. Clark did to him, but she obviously couldn't do like everything. But I always assumed that like at least the helmet he could kind of take off, but the rest was probably kind of grafted onto him. It's like, you know, I don't know. But it would be really scary to have like coming home like at the end of the day and seeing like
God.
this red glowing thing like, in your kitchen. I mean, you know who he is, but wow.
The the microwave clock on.
Yeah.
And he's heard. And
You gotta live in a house. You can't live in an apartment complex, because if you just all of a sudden like the whole like force field thing explosion happening in an apartment, you're gonna have like neighbors complaining like, "Hey, fucking keep it down up there or down there. We're trying to sleep. Who the fuck is screaming?"
Oh my god! And then they go upstairs and like, I'm gonna tell this guy what's what. And then they knock on the door like, "Hey, open up!" And then like Gray Fox just opens up, and you just see like the eye in the dark, and he's like, "All right, okay."
he appear behind them, just like I just read that.
The guy comes up to his like ready to fight whoever's up there. He's like, "Only a fool would trust his life to a weapon, hand-to-hand combat." And they're like, "No, we're good, dude. You can scream all you want."
It's like, all right.
My bad.
And then like he goes back downstairs, and his roommate or whatever is like, "So did you tell him?" It's like, "Man, there's like some weird cosplayer up there. I don't want to fuck with that."
He said he wanted to want me to hurt him more. I left immediately. I cannot take that.
That dude's freaky, man. I don't want to try. I don't want to go up there
Right?
again.
He has a girl there
people
too,
living up there.
right? Yeah, the girl like they kinky as hell.
Oh, he must be into some kind of BDSM thing. I don't know. No, it's
Oh,
like
that's
not
his
my
like
kink.
gear, he has on. It's not like.
Oh yeah. It tickles him every now and then. That's what gets him going,
But imagine how uncomfortable that must be. Like, it's like grafted like to his bones and stuff. Like, apart from him being like his brain being programmed to like never like be able to feel comfortable. Like, imagine you have this like exoskeleton just like grafted to you. Like, I mean, what's left of you? I guess he probably like lost a bunch of his like parts of his body, or like at least a bit of it. He was blown up and stuff. So I don't know how much they like could reconstruct, but they did have to like basically like screw him together with like a bunch of metal parts so he wouldn't fall apart, I guess.
Do you think that that's something that a person would ever get used to? Like, would you like that amount of pain? Would you ever get used to that? Like,
I mean, it seems like he didn't get used to. I mean, it's only been like 2 years basically since like during Shadow Moses, but I don't know if you can. It's not even like that. It's just like the physical, like his mental thing is also all messed up. Like he doesn't have the pain just from like the stuff that's inserted into his body. It's also like his wiring is all wrong, and I don't know how much you can like blend out every day.
yeah, for sure.
Because imagine like the cocktail of drugs, not just psychotropic, but probably pain relieving as well. So if you're like an extreme amount of pain, so maybe it's like regulated like morphine being pumped into his brain, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe like.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just thinking like maybe there's like a vial that you slide in, and then it just like hooks up to an internal syringe somewhere that just like pokes him every now and then.
I mean, that's probably like customizations you can do for it.
Yeah.
I would hope that like Naomi kind of helped him feel a bit more at ease. I would think, she's like really smart and she could do that.
Mountain Dew.
A Mountain Dew syringe.
The caffeine's high
It's
performance.
I'm gonna inject you with this Baja Blast. You're gonna feel great. Just stay still real quick.
That's what I need you guys to do to me when I step out the plane.
No, I agree though. I feel like as far as like him feeling, I feel like part of that suit was, I think, to make him feel uncomfortable, to make him more susceptible to like suggestion, make him more like if you're more uncomfortable, you're more like willing to just like get rid of the pain or end the pain. So it's like, maybe let me complete this mission so I can get whatever drugs, or I get killed, or get, you know what I mean? Like, so it's.
I mean, that was like Raiden's whole thing too, like just keeping them under a complete state of like susceptibility to like suggestion. And it's just that with Gray Fox, it was more extreme.
Yeah.
So. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, just say, I feel like just like, like he, even like the whole, I feel like even too, like him, when we see him in 1, even though he's like on his own and Dr. Clark and the team have long since gotten their hands off of him, like that's still like, even him fighting, like he's so inclined to fight the memories that are slowly seeping in too, because it's like, that's also like, I feel like for me, I almost see it like as a fail-safe for like the team. Like if it were to come in, it's also painful. And so he's like, let me try to get rid of it. Let me try to like, Like he almost doesn't want to regain who he was or remember that because it's another source of pain.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead, Johnny. Sorry.
So are we to believe that Dr. Clark was fully in charge, not just of his biologics, but also like of the cybernetic part as well? Because who did Raiden's body? It was one of the doctors from the original games, right? It wasn't Madnar.
Was it Keel Marv?
Keel Marv? No, I thought he died. Who died?
Madnar.
Sorry,
Was it
Madnar.
Was it-
Keel Marv was the guy who choked him, right? That was the.
Yeah. No, wait, no.
Because
Oh fuck! I get those doctors mixed up all the time. But
Because-
I'm almost
Yeah.
positive it's Madnar that.
that's what I thought. Because there was
Yeah,
a
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I read on the wiki like
Mhm.
before we started about like the cyber ninja stuff. I think it said Madnar. Yeah, I'm pretty
okay.
sure.
Because I was re-remembering like there's like old like deleted content from 4 where I think there's additional dialogue when it's involving the doctor that did the cybernetic works for Raiden that also kind of like correlated with Snake with the original games. And I was trying to remember, like, was it Madnar who was in charge of that body for Raiden? Because then who did Gray Fox? Was that all Dr. Clark? Or did
Good
maybe
point.
maybe that was also part with Sigint where like they're kind of partnering together.
I'm thinking. My gut says Sigint because I feel that if Madnar was at the root of Gray Fox as well, I felt like he would have been dealt with already. You know.
Yeah, because like something like that, you just don't do it overnight. You have to have plans to make like we're gonna have an idea of putting a human body in a machine. So that doesn't come overnight. So that has to like been worked on for years, proposals, and I imagine like that's around the time that like probably Big Boss was still head of Foxhound. Would maybe he have heard of something? Because he was also like, oh, I know Dr. Clark. That's the lady who told me to eat those mushrooms and they made me pass out. I'm gonna keep an eye on her. She's still on the payroll? Oh yeah, I'm definitely keeping an eye on her. She's evil.
Trust her. She
I don't
makes
know.
me
I
try
can't
out
imagine
mushrooms
it's
for
like
fun.
an overnight proposal where it's like, hey, I got a great idea. Let's put a man in a machine body. It has to be like worked on for like years and years and years.
You think that they did it? Like they tried it out on like a sheep first. Like they made like a cybernetic sheep.
Well, that'd be
Maybe.
I don't know.
Didn't
Like
they, in
because
real
like
life also like when they were like trying to like experimenting with cloning, didn't they also clone sheep before?
Mhm.
they did.
exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Like
So is the sheep.
Before they went on to humans, did they try it out on like a rat somewhere? There's like a
Oh my
cyborg
God.
rat with a sword out there somewhere.
The
Jesus Christ.
Zanzibar hamsters.
Oh, it could
Dude,
be like
maybe
the
it was
most
that.
awesome. It could be the most awesome sequel to Ratatouille ever.
Oh my god.
Come on. You could slice up the onions in the kitchen.
That's how he's
Put-
that's how he's
put-
repurposed.
Yes, put me in the room, Pixar. I could do it.
No, but the robot is Ratatouille. He goes through something, and then
Yeah.
the whole movie he's fighting to remember who he was as a chef, and then it's like him wanting.
Come
I-
on.
I just love it how like for the Metal Gear, like when it comes to like merch, we got like rubber duckies and there's some plushies here and there. How come we never got like the Zanzibar land, like what was it, like the poisonous
The
hamsters?
hamster, yeah.
Why do we get plushies of those?
Right? That would be so cute.
It's like
But I mean, we don't really know what they.
that was just like an odd, such a thing that was like thrown out of nowhere. It's like, oh no, it's the Zanzibar poisonous hamsters. Watch out, Snake! Like what? What?
Just biting at the ankles. Yeah, we don't get really. Yeah, in terms of merch, like even we get some shirts. We get like I feel like
Mhm.
there's not much as far as. Of course, a model set is cool, but like a plushie would be sick. You know what I mean? An official like
Yeah.
even like a plushie Metal Gear. Oh my god, I would eat that up. That'd be
It's
so.
probably hard to make though, with all the like rigid
Oh.
and like.
Just make the
rectangular
Shagohod.
parts.
Yeah, I
I
feel
mean,
like you
yeah,
could do
okay.
it with the Shagohod.
Yeah.
Think about like Brax. Like it doesn't have to be like 1-to-1, but like it can be like a cool.
Or maybe the head.
Well,
It'd be Ray. Sorry, Ray
It
would
could be
probably
Ray.
be easier.
Ray be
Yeah,
the
Ray would
easiest
be-
one. Yeah.
But like a plushie Ray would be. I don't know. I think that'd be so cute. I just want a plushie.
I can't buy those rubber duckies because my kid would steal them.
Yeah, they're so cute. You have that one over there. It's
Oh
pretty
yeah, I
cute.
got one. I got one over here.
I love rubber duckies.
Maybe a little solid snake rubber ducky.
Snake.
They're releasing like tinier versions. Did you guys see like small ones
Oh.
of those?
Oh yeah.
Cute. I mean, I would get those too. I was thinking about getting the Gray Fox one, but I was like, I don't know, maybe. I'll
What's
see.
the point of working if you don't spend your money?
Oh, that Gray
I've been
Fox
spending
one
too
does
much.
look cute.
I got that Metal Gear, like the tactical bag thingy, and it came in. I'm like, oh, maybe I need to wear it to the convention. And then I also
think
just,
you might.
yeah, it's really practical. It's really big. I didn't expect it to be as big as it is, but it's really cool. And
Are you bringing it?
Probably.
Awesome.
It will fit like the Solid Snake figure.
Oh my god. Just looking at my notes. Yeah, Dr. Clark was definitely on the payroll for a long time because she's the chief medic of Foxhound. So she's doing all, like, probably the exams of all the top, like, people in Foxhound, like, especially people in, like, in special operations.
I mean, sad to say, but like very skilled, talented, and I mean they kind of gave her free reign to really, like, you know what I mean? She really had no restrictions in terms of like what kind of experiments or what work she wanted to be done.
It sounds like extremely terrifying and excruciating painful, the whole exoskeleton, because it says it was like at the skeletal level grafted.
Yeah,
it sounds painful as fuck. I could feel my shoulder bones just like in pain, or just reading that, like, ugh, god.
Like imagine you like feel and hear it like creaking like every time you move because it's like in your bones. There's, like,
I mean, I already creak and snap, crack, and pop as a human. Fucking,
I mean,
with that, oh boy. Go ahead.
I feel like I see online when people get like the leg extension surgeries to make themselves taller.
Yeah.
And in my head, would that be kind of similar to like they're grafting like metal plates to bones, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm not, of course, I'm not a doctor, but like from my understanding, it's a very painful surgery because like you're really like you're going in, you're breaking bone, you're like adding material to extend the length of your leg. So I mean, akin to Gray Fox, like if you're going to like to your that level of like grafting stuff to bone, like you're just. I feel like not enough. There's no level of morphine that will. You know what I mean? No level that will get you to a point where you feel normal.
Oh.
It's not like you can take him out because he's bound to it now. Otherwise, he would just die probably.
God, and he probably has like an itch somewhere. Like it's like
oh my god,
like his like somewhere around his chest itches a little bit, and he's like, I can't scratch it. It's driving me crazy for 5 days.
That's part of the torture too.
That's probably why he's banging his head on the floor.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why he's like convulsing and like shaking all the time. He's like so itchy.
He's trying to get like the metal to scratch his flesh.
Yeah.
Like it's not working.
Damn it.
I mean, if you're like sweating, I don't know if you can sweat still. I don't know if they turned that off or whatever. But like, imagine like having like this like metal exoskeleton and doing all that stuff he does in it. It would be so.
I feel like if he does sweat, they do some sort of stuff out of Dune where it's like the suit filters it and it makes water for him to drink.
Oh damn. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe. It would be like good for like missions, you know? You don't have to like procure any water or bring any.
Mm-hmm.
You just you're your own environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, self-sustaining too.
And he's like a weapon in itself. He doesn't even have to like have any. He's so super humanly enhanced that he doesn't need like, you know, he's deadly enough as is. I feel like doesn't really need a gun, especially a gun, obviously.
Yeah.
I feel like too another horror of that. Like, I mean, we're thinking about like sweat and like itching, whatever. But like he similar to Raiden, like there's no you've removed the human element of like touch too. Like there's really like you're like talking about like becoming a robot and like becoming a soldier and like you remove almost everything that makes him human, even the ability to like feel. And I feel like for like Raiden, like especially like, you know, you see what's left of him, and like that's the only part that's like skin or the ability to like actually feel someone else's skin on you.
So,
Oh, that is so sad.
you're talking about Rising Raiden?
Yeah, Rising Raiden, and then I'm thinking of just like Gray Fox too. Like I mean, I feel like it'd be similar. You know what I mean? Like you grafted all this stuff onto him at the bone level, and like we see his face at one point, but that's probably the only part of him that's maybe even left to feel any type of like caress.
Do you think he would even able to feel that at that? Maybe his
God.
his
Don't
nerves.
take that from him.
Like maybe his nerves are so shot. You know.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't know.
Man.
Yeah, because at least Gray Fox like had his face. Like Raiden, I think, didn't he like
Yeah, Raiden had like this, didn't he?
like,
Like he.
remove his lower jaw?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's even worse.
Yeah,
Like, it
you
looks
could
like,
even see it in 4. Like he has like this transparent lower lip kind of thing going. It's weird looking.
Well, he get a nice little smooch, like in the cheek or the forehead. You know, a little touch.
because they kind of fixed him in 4 at the end, where they're like, obviously he's still not human, but they made him look like a human.
Yeah.
But then
I mean, they did the best they
reverted
could. Yeah. But like you could still see like the lines.
the lines.
But I mean,
Yeah.
he looked okay.
He didn't scare his son.
Yeah.
Aww.
Didn't
Which-
Son say like, I think he looks really cool or something like that at the end?
I think so. Yeah, I think Raiden was like, "That's not my kid. What is that?" It's like, bro, you're in denial. That's your kid. Looks just like you.
Yeah, that shit is a spitting image. Is it Rosemary's Kid? Like that looks just like you, right?
Uh-huh.
Also, why do all the cyborg ninjas have like white hair?
What's up with
It's
that?
basically white.
Oh shit. Oh
Oh, I
shit.
didn't even think
I never
Olga.
thought of that.
Yeah, and I mean, but like little, what's his son called? Like little, was it?
Oh, Raiden's son?
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny.
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 Really?
Okay.
I thought it was Johnny.
I thought it was
I'm
You
almost
might be right. I go like, wow, that is so on the nose with these
Little
characters.
John.
Yeah, Little John.
Little John.
John.
Yeah.
Oh my god, all these
Little
characters.
Little
names.
John.
So you got all these characters in Metal Gear, like John, Johnny, Jack. They're all derivative of John. There's just such a plain name. They couldn't come up with something
Wait.
different.
It's a plain name.
It
But
is.
you won't forget it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Does anybody forget Johnny from the first one? Going on to 4.
That dude, there's a term that I like called failing upwards, and that is Johnny's definition.
Oh.
Like he is the worst, but somehow he just continues to rise up the ranks.
He like married the baddest bitch.
He
like
did.
He won.
Did.
that
And then-
that man won.
And then they had like kind of like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith like shootout like in 4 with him and Meryl. Like, what is going on? Like, when did Johnny become this much of a badass? Like, I don't remember that. It's because like nobody has nanomachines and everyone's like, oh fuck.
I guess he didn't have to keep up anymore with like trying to like see what's going on his little wearable thing.
He was so in like they were so in sync in that fight. Finally, for once, it's like the power of love like brought them together. I think.
Power of love. I
Okay.
dig that. I dig that.
You gotta play that Huey Lewis the News song for that shootout.
show it. Damn it.
No.
I wanted to show
Oh,
it.
what she hit.
No, there's like a little cute picture of little John.
I just thought it looked so silly in his little outfit.
Looks like a little sailor.
Oh my god, that's the yeah.
But I was gonna say like something sad about like the white hair, and it's like they went through so much pain that like when you go through like a significant amount of trauma, like sometimes your hair turns white. But
Mhm.
like Lil Jon has white hair, so I don't think that's accurate
He's
anymore.
the next cyborg ninja. I don't know. Why else would he have white? I guess Sunny too.
Yeah, so
Oh
like
no. Is that Metal Gear 6?
maybe they went through so much trauma in utero that like the hair is white.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wasn't the mom's hair white too? Was Olga's hair white? Or was it just
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
was
well,
just the
kind
lighting?
of, yeah, pretty white.
Maybe she went through throwing trauma onto everybody.
Yeah, she
I
got
mean,
shot up.
it's Metal Gear. It's safe to throw trauma on anyone, really.
She
like,
got doped
Rick-
up to the eyeballs while pregnant against Snake.
Olga turned out okay.
Yeah.
I mean, not Olga,
I was
Sonny.
a kid.
Yeah.
Sonny, well, she got like that little weird like lisp thing, I think, or speech impediment.
But,
Of all things.
hey,
Yeah.
look, of all the things that could have happened,
It's like a speech
that's
impediment.
all right. That's okay.
I think it's because she was like partially raised in the beginning by like an AI system, which I don't know what that looks like. Is that that's got to be a
Yeah.
person involved? It can't be like a robot, a literal like android coming out of nowhere and go like, "Hello, human, I will take care of you today. How, baby, wow, don't cry now. I'm taking care of you."
Right?
Yeah.
Hello, baby 6582.
Yeah, their formative years was probably in like such a sterile environment.
Yeah. I mean, they
Oh
turned out
yeah, no
fine.
germs.
It turned out fine.
Yeah.
It would have been like Bubble Girl. Like imagine like the first time David and Hal have her, and she's never been exposed to germs, and just Snake just blows cigarette smoke
Oh my
in
god.
front of that baby.
And she just freaks out. She's like, "What is this?"
She's like
Like-
that meme that's like if you give this to a Victorian child, they would die. That's kind of sunny.
Yeah, like
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, that's the funniest thing. I can just imagine Snake just going like, here's some Doritos, kid. And then Hal's like, no! It's like, I just want to see what happens.
It's like they're convulsing.
Oh my god.
Here's a Cool Ranch Dorito.
That's why she like makes eggs, because it's like such a neutral flavor. It's like not as offensive as anything else. She's like, I can only eat eggs. Sorry, guys.
Did she put salt and pepper on them? I'm trying to remember.
No.
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 they're plain.
Too spicy for her.
They're
She's still getting used to it.
All I imagine is like that plane has to smell so bad of eggs from all the eggs.
Just
cooking. 'Cause
eggs
that's
and
what she makes
cigarettes.
is eggs. Like, don't they eat anything else? Like, don't you guys like want some chicken or like some, I don't know.
Well, don't kill they
Red
have
beef.
like the chickens that are named like Solid and Liquid and Solidus. You can't kill
There
those
it
and
is.
eat them.
Yeah, you can kill the solidest one.
Solidus will probably go first.
Yeah, no one remembers them
Ooh,
anyway.
maybe
You know.
they cooked Solidus, and that was like a premonition to what happened in
It's like,
4.
oh, he was forgotten.
He
Oh.
was marinated and then like
Yeah.
on a grill, flame broiled.
Oh my god.
I saw this.
Such I feel like it's so much like disrespect on the former president, George Sears. It's like he's like a small little footnote, and
No,
I
oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, and I always bring it back to like he was like a guinea pig body afterwards. They used parts of him just for like Big Boss to like all the surgeries that he needed. They chopped up his body. That's why he was all like his skin was taken off, parts of his limbs were taken off. It was because they were using it for Big Boss to kind of like put him back together.
There's a lot of body horror in this series if you think about it. Like I
Oh.
feel like with Gray Fox, with torture, like you think about like the specifics of his
Yeah.
the cybernetics. Think about that with Solidus, Raiden, like it's a lot more,
Yeah, like losing your autonomy.
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
And like literally every part of your being like is used for your like, you know, soldier, like you're using your body, but like
Yeah.
in this series, like you're using your body. Like if
Yeah,
you know,
they're gonna take everything from you.
Bogan, like
Yeah.
like it's a lot of this like it's I don't know, it's something I never thought about.
I always like to think that's like also like a bit of a just like you said, like kind of a metaphor for like war is bad, you know, like it distorts not like your body, it distorts you as a person and not like only mentally, but like Kojima really like put it out there that like, oh, you're gonna get fucked up. War is so fucking bad, and the people are getting like forever changed in irreversible ways. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, not only that, we also need like checks and balances because you cannot let people like not just in the military, possibly also in science. Like you could have like somebody like Dr. Clark, and if you give that person free reign to do whatever they want, they're gonna create atrocities on their end. It's like you gotta have to
Exactly.
like, there has to be checks and balances. You also have to have like a conscience. Like don't just be a monster towards like what you want to experiment on.
I wonder if it's like a parallel to like how much they, you know, with Metal Gear, like that was an advancement in like tech and like, you know, like nuclear weapons of mass destruction. So like they really went like, wow, you can create this mech that can launch a nuke from wherever and it's walking and it's all this shit. And then with like Dr. Clark, it's like, and we can also create people. We can also create like, you know, I created two of the most perfect soldiers. You know what I mean? Like I wonder if it's just like to your point, Johnny, it's just Metal Gear's like a story of just like unchecked like advancements are being made and they're unchecked at what cost? Like you know, like
I mean, like four touched on it in the form of like just the military industrial complex and like unchecked.
Oh yeah.
Just unchecked power, you know.
I would say across the board everywhere, because then you have like the Beauty and the Beast Corps, where it's like they're people that have to be infused with machinery to like even live. Like they couldn't be outside of those things.
No,
They
and
would
then
die.
what you said about Solidus, his body being used. You know, then we have all these, you know, just different factions just as a part of
Yeah.
daily living.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, the where everything ends up in four in terms of like that body horror and like losing your autonomy and like your mind, it all comes back to Gray Fox. And like that, he was like the ground zero effect of like of all of that horror, you know?
I mean, the experiments they did on him with like the nanomachines and stuff. That's like they used that in the SOP system. So he really was like the catalyst, even for that. That's like so. I don't know. I don't want to say he's like overlooked, but in a way, I don't know. I don't see a lot of people talk about him, and it makes me so sad because he's so important and so interesting. But I get why, a lot of his character you just kind of have to make up in your head, or like his personality at least. It's not shown that much, a little bit obviously, but I feel like a lot of his character, like how he is just kind of what I like to imagine him as, but he's super important for the series, and just also he's so fucking cool. He's this fucking cyborg.
He's sick.
He's so cool.
He's so sick.
And I feel like too that was part of the point. Like I feel like it's almost like on the nose, like where people don't really talk about him much. Like one, because we don't know him, but two, it's like he's not even in the grand scheme of things. He's not important. Like he's a big like amazing soldier and whatnot, but it's like he's supposed to be a how would I say it? Like his role was just like,
go in and fuck shit up.
Be used for experiments to further, understand what they were capable of doing. Like he's not important. And I feel like that's kind of like he died so unceremoniously. It's like, who cares? Like.
And that's the tragedy of him as well. It's like like he has so much to say, but the world passed him by, And
like that wasn't his role to talk or be heard. It was just like, you're good at what you do. We're gonna use you until you're not useful anymore.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hopefully, if they do like a Metal Gear 2 remake, you can get more of like a fully realized Gray Fox. Like Gray Fox in his prime. That'd be pretty cool.
So before 40.
Yes, before 40. Yeah.
Before 30.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so cool though. Like Metal Gear 2 is like really where he, like his personality kind of, well, like I don't know. I don't want to say his personality shines through, because he does also just play two different roles in that game, like being on Big Boss's side and at the same time, working with Solid. But I feel like that really shows the player that he's a very like loyal person in a way, but at the same time he's really willing to do what it takes to get the job done, even if it's he has no choice but to stay with Big Boss, but at the same time he does choose to help Solid, and I feel like that says so much about him. Like he has no other place in the story or in war than to stay with the person who gave him like his life basically, but he's still like he's seeing his convictions through like all the way to the end. He's like, I need to change Solid Snake. I need to help him and help him save the world, basically. Not that obviously, but yeah. I hope that I don't know if that made any sense, but
no, it did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what sets him apart. Like like if that's when we see, he could have just been some cybernetic ninja and that was it. But it's like we get this image of this person who's literally fighting all the trauma that's done to him. And trying, like, we see what remains after all this.
But he's always, like, fighting for someone else. Like, for Big Boss and for Solid Snake. I feel like he is fighting for what he believes in, but he isn't fighting for himself. Like, he's kind of... I feel like after Portable Ops, like, with getting his memory wiped all the time, he kind of lost himself so much. That's also like probably a reason why he can't be alone, like what we said earlier. He doesn't really have a sense of self, and he just makes up for it by staying by certain people's side that he believes in. And
I feel like that rings true with like his parting advice to Snake, where like he chose to show Snake that if you continue down this path of only living for the mission, you're gonna end up like me, and you don't want to be like me. You want to go out of here and live a normal life, And I feel like one of the last things he did was have like the wherewithal to instill that knowledge, you know?
Yeah, I feel, for a while, like in the beginning when I first started getting into Metal Gear and like looking into Grey Fox and all that stuff, at first that was probably just because I didn't really do much research at that point, but I used to always think that like Grey Fox's speech was kind of like hypocritical, because I was always like, well, he worked for Big Boss like his whole life. He's kind of a bad guy, and now he's telling Snake to like, oh, you gotta don't let the government control you, do what you believe in. But he like believed in the wrong thing, so I don't know how that's supposed to be so motivational. But I feel like he did fight for what he believed in, but that doesn't really exclude him staying like loyal to Big Boss, because his circumstances didn't really allow for anything else at that, like for most of his life, and he was kind of bound to Big Boss in a way. He just couldn't escape until he like met Solid Snake and he saw like a way out. So I feel like he did stay true to his ideals, and it did make sense. Like now in a way, I think it does make sense more than when I thought.
Yeah, I mean he was in a cult, you know. He was a very loyal cult member that realized that it was a cult a little too late, you know.
Yeah, I feel like he really did like everything he could in a way, and that's kind of when I realized, like, I think it's actually like a good speech he gave to Snake at the end, because for a while I was like, I don't get why Snake would take that to heart or like believe him or like be inspired to do good by that, but ultimately Fox really did what he said he did. He always fought for what he believed in. He did the best he could, like with what he had, and that isn't much. He didn't have much, to be honest. So he did his best, and ultimately he did basically save the world. That played a part in saving the world.
Yeah, I mean, Snake wouldn't have beat it without him.
Really sad, so sad. And then Liquid's the ones who stomp him to death, and
yeah, that was unnecessary.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Like,
Yeah.
damn.
and he was so mean about it too.
Yeah, and then on top of that, he had the audacity to roar with the Metal Gear. Like, you know that he didn't have to do that. He just did that to fucking fuck with Snake.
I always laugh. Like, is there a button for the roar?
The
Yeah, I was
button
gonna
to roar.
say, just
I think there is a button for the roar.
Like, it's like a car horn.
That's such like a sassy bitch move to like, all right, you're gonna kill him, but you're gonna like smear your foot across.
yeah.
Like
Like
a
what the
bug.
fuck?
Yeah.
like a bug.
Mm-mm.
Oh my
That-
god.
I feel like it's like also kind of like a little racist too on Liquid's part.
Ooh, elaborate.
Well, I feel like maybe because like what is it that is what is like canonically like Gray Fox's ethnicity? Because
I
I'm
don't think-
always
Well,
like
canonically, like if canonically, it would be what he said in Metal Gear 2, which
Okay.
is that he's half Vietnamese, but it doesn't really
Okay.
say what other half. So
and I feel like with Eli, who is like who he like kind of like pushes and poses himself as like kind of like somewhat like it's like posh English, but especially with like him with his background in the military over there.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like he's like maybe he's like thinking like, oh, I'm from like from the UK and from Britain. We're the original empire, and anyone after us is just like lower subjugative people. And so he probably saw Gray Fox with like, oh, he's just like another like a fly in the ointment. Let me stomp on him and smear him like the bug that he is.
Terrible.
Ew.
That's what I feel
Terrible.
like.
Damn.
Eli's evil. Hey,
Right.
we remember in 5 where he's like the only white boy, like wrangling up all these like poor black kids like living on the streets, and they call him like white
White mom.
White Mamba.
White Mamba.
which he probably gave himself that fucking nickname. Like no one's gonna give you the Mamba fucking
He was a
nickname.
little. I mean, I don't blame him for why he was a little asshole, but he was a little asshole. Like
He's
just so
always-
angsty but you can't blame him. I guess whatever.
Always been an asshole. He also killed a little boy. I think he
He
sent the
did.
little boy into like that chemical thing on that platform,
yeah,
which he probably didn't know that would kill him. He's like, oh, I dropped it there. Go get it. I'm sorry. Go get it. You can get it. And he just watches that boy suffocate to death and die. And he's like, yes. That's
feel
how you
like
take a life.
thinking back to like Gray Fox, I think like stereotype to your point, like if he says he's half Vietnamese, sadly I feel like the norm, if when you say you're half something else, the norm is like you're if you say I'm half Vietnamese, then the other half is white. Like you know what I mean?
I would
Like
assume so.
because like if you say the norm is when you're saying anything other than
It would
Yeah.
make sense with the Vietnam War stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably like Vietnamese and then like half.
Well, in my headcanon, it was like, because it fit like with the. I said he was like half Vietnamese and half German, with the whole story I thought of. how
That
he got
too,
to
I
Mozambique
forgot
and
about.
stuff.
I forgot
I
about
like
your
that.
theory
I
with
like
that.
it a lot.
Yeah.
At first, I was like thinking, like him being maybe like half like Mozambican, because like they brought workers from Mozambique to East Germany too, and that would make sense for him to like go back there. But the timeline didn't really add up, and also in all the games, he definitely doesn't look like he would be. So I just kind of went with the German, but it's.
No, I completely forgot about your theory,
No, I
and
love that
no,
theory.
that I know. I'm sorry. You can punch me when we meet. But I will reiterate that I am a big fan of that theory. I think it's really cool.
He's trying to get points. with
No,
stereotype.
no. Rewind it.
Yeah.
Rewind it. I said the same shit last time. I just forgot. I forgot, and I'm a dick. I'm sorry, but I forgot. But I think it's a cool theory.
If anyone at MGSCon like questions my like knowledge of the games, I'm just gonna whip out that theory, and no one's ever heard of it, and I'm like, and everyone's like so impressed, like, oh my god, you're so smart, and you know so much about Metal Gear, and then all their doubts will be squashed. No, I'm joking, obviously, but it's
Like I have the action figure. I might just go around to everybody at the convention and just ask them like, what do you think Gray Fox is ethnicity wise? Take a look at my figure real quick and see what everyone comes up with as it's an experiment.
I mean, it's I'm nervous because you get the range of Metal Gear fans. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah. But then we'll know who are the fans and who are the posers.
And who are not, yeah.
And who we don't talk to ever again. That's
Yeah.
a good point. That's a good
It's like,
point.
wow, you're racist. I'm gonna mark you and never speak to you again.
Right? What's
Goodbye.
your Twitter handle so I can block it? I feel like especially too with like Naomi. I love it because like I always forget. I'm like, oh yeah, she's like she's much. I feel like in 4 she's much lighter. Like it's the lightest.
They did, yeah.
They lightened her up a bit,
Yeah.
but like she's like brown.
Because she loses the accent in Twin Snakes.
Yeah,
When they revisit it, so they make it like that canonical. They go like, all right, going to 4, no accent.
yeah. They did the same thing with Mei Ling as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
That
feel
one
like
they were.
'cause-
I think yeah.
maybe because it's offensive.
Yeah, yeah.
That's rough, right? Because the voice actress, she's not even.
No,
What did she do, like-
she doesn't have an accent.
She doesn't have an accent.
Yeah, and then she's also. I feel like she's not Chinese, isn't she? She's not even.
I forget, to be
I
honest.
don't remember. I believe Metal Gear Mondays may have interviewed her, and I don't know about Kojima Frequency, but she does talk about that. Like I don't know if she actually is.
She's
Chinese,
European and Vietnamese, so she's like.
but she put
Oh.
on an accent. Is what she said. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like let me get that stereotypical. That's rough. And I remember they interviewed her. No, she came for that panel for Metal Gear Solid Con, right?
I think she came virtually.
she
if I
came
remember
virtually
right.
for a panel.
Mm.
And she was such like I hate to say this, I hate this word, but like a good sport about it. You know what I mean? Like she spoke very kindly of it and her journey with that. But part of me was like so mad for her because like you kind of have to be like that in this field where it's like you got to take shit in stride in order to like keep the roles and make your money. But
I think
she-
for like most of like the original cast members for Metal Gear Solid, I think like at that time where like you weren't really asked to do voice acting in video games, so it was just like another paycheck. At that time, a lot of them said that like, whereas like this is just another paying gig, and they may have forgotten as time went on like what they were going through, doing the voicing these characters as well, which I can understand too. Like most of the time, it is a paycheck, and you go like, oh, this is what you want. Let me see if I can do it.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like also even too, well, like last year, Greg Eagles was speaking about like also too like during that time, he said Metal Gear was different for him, but like he said like when he voiced a character back then, or even up until now, it was always like I gotta put on this voice of like this black character, and for Gray Fox, he was able to just like create this, you know, like he wasn't given that kind of restriction. So I feel like it's kind of interesting. Like she had that restriction, they changed it, and then for him, he was kind of able to like transcend this kind of like typecast. That he's, you know, he's typically put in. I thought that was interesting because he said that in the panel last year. I mean, I was thinking about this earlier. If they do make like a Metal Gear 2 remake, I'd be interested to see the voice he gives Gray Fox for that, because I think about the Gray Fox voice in Metal Gear Solid 1 as like a tortured, kind of almost like robotic kind of thing. So I'm curious to see. They better bring him back. But
yeah, I hope they do.
I'm curious to see what kind of voice he'd give him.
I mean, I would love to have Greg Eagles return. But I could also see them going in the direction of like, if it's like years and years before, like they'll just do like what they did with Ocelot and just give him like a whole new voice, you know?
No.
I know. I would prefer Greg Eagles. I'm fully transparent here. I would prefer Greg Eagles, but I'm just saying that could be another route.
If they can make a voice actor do a gruffer voice, you can have an old Snake voice, you can have a young, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, they even have like, oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead, sorry.
I was just, you know, in Twin Snakes, they gave him a different voice. And also, like, in Portable Ops and in the graphic novels, like, for Metal Gear Solid 1, he also had a different voice actor. So there's, like, 3 different voice actors, and they're all, like, pretty different. Like, especially, like, the graphic novel, Portable Ops one. It's, like, I mean, obviously, I guess it makes sense. Like, in Portable Ops, he's much younger. But for the graphic novel for MGS1, he should sound more like, you know,
Greg
older
Eagles,
and kind of fucked up, but he still like sounds pretty young. I mean, they did like try to like give him like a gravelly voice and stuff, but it does sound super different. So I don't know what they would do, but Greg Eagles is definitely my favorite out of all those.
Yeah, I was gonna say like all these voice actors like gave life to these characters, so you can't really hear someone else doing it. It just doesn't hit right.
Yeah, especially if someone who's been voicing a particular character for so long, it's not just that they could do the voice, it's just that they get like such a feel for the character itself. Like they know how a character would say something rather than just saying it just to say it, you know? Like they would know
It's
the
like
inner motivations.
It's like when people do the AI voices. It's like, yeah, it sounds like them, but you don't get that kind of emotion. You don't get like, you know what I mean? It might hit the same.
The soul.
Yeah, exactly. It's missing the soul of it.
Yeah, they should get me to voice Gray Fox. As the #1 Gray Fox fan, I obviously know.
I mean, that's your name on Twitter. It has to be real.
Right? If it's online.
You're number
Why
one.
would anyone lie on the internet?
Exactly.
Bring you in.
Like we've seen examples. Like we went from David Hayter to Kiefer Sutherland. Did that work out?
Can I be a hater and say I kind of like the voice?
You like it, Kiefer? I mean, he didn't talk much.
I just love 5 so much. I don't know, like.
I mean, I'm never gonna like shit on people like, oh, you like 5? Ugh,
shit on me.
You're not a real fan. You're not a real fan. Nah.
I just like the story so much of it. I think that's what it is.
It is
like,
a good story.
Yeah, no, I think Kiefer did an excellent job. I wish that my personal thing that they wish that they did with 5 was Kiefer voices Venom, and in the opening mission in the hospital, it plays out exactly as it does in the base game. You go to the man that sold the world mission. Ishmael is now voiced by David Hayter, and then you get that it's the same thing. But it's like that final reveal of like the voice that you even heard at the beginning of the game that was in your head. It was actually David Hayter. You know, I think that would have been like a nice little twist at the end. But I feel like it's a long-winded way of saying that like I like Kiefer as Venom.
Venom, yeah.
Because like I feel like he does embody that.
Yeah, I get a good like I don't know, you get a good feel for like the type of character Venom is, like the patience, the pondering, the pensiveness. Like I get that feeling from Kiefer. But like yeah, to your point, to like kind of like it would have been such a great reveal to hear David Hayter in the end. You've been like, oh my fucking, you know, like it would have been such a cool little.
Would have been mind blowing.
You know.
Wow, it got quiet.
let the silence let it run its course. It's okay.
It's almost like Venom Snake's in the room with us.
Exactly.
No, I do also like I get a lot of people hate on 5 in general and Kiefer's performance, and I do agree. It's kind of sad that how little he talks, and I get you can like kind of excuse it like lore wise, oh, it's not the real big boss, and he's brainwashed, and I wish he would have talked more anyway, like a little more at least. But the voice is nice. I don't know, but it's just I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. It does sound really good, I have to admit, but
you know what's gonna? Oh, go ahead, T.
Oh no, I even forgot what I was gonna say. You can go.
I was gonna say, you know what's gonna be like? It's just like with Metal Gear Solid 2, people did not like it originally. I think it's gonna need time, and people will go back to it, and then like even with like newcomers coming in, new gamers, new fans of the series, they'll go in there, and we'll see like years later down the line, which is not that far often, it'll be more appreciative.
Yeah, I mean, I'm speaking candidly. I've been seeing it happen already. Where I remember back when 5 was first released, people were shitting on the lack of David Hayter, and I mean, you still see it nowadays. I mean, shit, we're talking about it right now, but people are, as a whole, are more open to the idea of like, okay, this is the Snake with Kiefer Sutherland's voice, No,
like, I mean, it's also what's on that point. The same with like how people feel about Kojima not being a part of Metal Gear anymore. You have people who are like, I don't want to be involved. I see comments all the time, Metal Gear is dead, because Kojima's not here. So I think too, as like the fandom kind of gets younger, it'll shift. And that's just, kind of what time does. It just shifts what people are looking for. People will forget the whole controversy that we all saw. You know what I mean? People will forget the whole narrative.
The man's doing fine. Like, he's okay. Like,
and he's like still retweeting Metal Gear stuff, so like
he's not hurt. I mean, maybe he's like, oh man, I wish I kept the rights, but like the man goes to sleep at night listening to whatever indie band is in his head now. He's doing okay, he's fine.
I would say what's happening currently right now with Delta was always what he wanted. Somebody else take over the reins of this series.
Yes, I fully agree with that.
Because he celebrated the anniversary of Metal Gear, was it like yesterday, right?
Yeah, 37 years ago.
Yeah. So he still has like, it's still a piece of, because that is a good portion of his life that was devoted to like making and creating this series. So, but he's always said it, like even after every game, he was like, all right, let someone else take over, let somebody else take over. And this is like a good test sample, like, okay, this is like the most beloved game of the franchise. Let's see how people will react if we like remaster it. How will like the old fans like it, and how will the new fans like it?
And I feel like they're listening too. Like, I mean, it's like small little things, but like even like they confirmed that the title screen's gonna have that same camo type, like like CQC shit. Like I was like, okay, like cute little stuff like that. Like they're making sure to pay attention to. I'm expecting the rainbow camo to make an appearance again, like all this. You know what I mean?
All those camos. I would only imagine that every single camo that was ever in that game will be carried over.
We'll probably get some more cute little new ones. So I feel like I can see a future where like maybe that's not like a partnership, but like Kojima and Konami shake hands and they're like, okay, like they move forward as a professionally. I can see him coming on as like a producer.
Yeah, I mean, like I remember, I forget what it was called, but they had like that sit down, like the main lead in the game for Delta and David Hayter. They were talking about how that they would be open to the idea of Kojima coming back on as like some sort of like producer or like a creative director or something like that. And if that is on the table at this point in time, not to say that like Kojima would pounce on it, but if for Konami, the demons over there are open to having that discussion now, I think that that's a good place. I feel that that's an honest effort to try to right the wrongs.
I would say those executives are probably like, if they would hear what you just said, T, they'd be like, I'm already a demon.
I I already am pachinko.
That's so beautiful. Like I for like a while, like when we were hot and heavy with like rumors and shit, and people like kind of like trying to like get people to pay. They're like, oh, I have inside information, but you have to like pay for my page to like find out, and then never reveal anything or just lie to people. When it was that heated, I would just tell people like, go do the adult thing. Go to Konami's website. They're a publicly traded company. You can go look at their financial earnings and their statements and see where their money is going to. And around that time, it was heavy on like what we would call gambling, but they would call pachinko. And then as that time went on, that money was dwindling lower and lower because they were not getting their earnings back, and they were putting it back into gaming, not just mobile gaming, but back into the console gamings. So if you were an adult and you were like a responsible person who didn't want to do rumors, you could have done the most adult thing and look at financial earnings statements, which sounds the most boringest thing you could ask somebody to go who covers like games and shit.
I feel like the internet, like we're like, it's the sensationalism. You know what I mean? Like, sadly, if you're going on Twitter or anywhere, you're like, people, you want to get the clicks. Let me make the most craziest title for an article or a video. Let's speculate on the worst possible outcome or on, word of mouth. Like, I feel like the truth or being patient or positive, that's not going to get you any, anything. So I feel like back then, especially, like, oh, Konami diss Kojima. And like, like that was just like the hot shit to talk about. And it was easy to get riled up by it and riled up in the wrong way. So I feel like it'd be a good thing for society if Konami and Kojima like broke bread and like, maybe not a perfect relationship, but like to model what we can all do when we're wronged, meet together and
meet at the table. Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Especially if you're trying to push like the property outside of the gaming landscape, like going towards like, they're always talking about the movie. Movies always heavily rumored.
Yo, that movie ain't happening, man. Come on.
Yeah.
We would have got Gray Fox in it though. That would have been cool.
If you're gonna do something entertaining, then it would be great if you would like get like maybe the person who kind of was like at the helm of the series for such a long time to kind of like give his input and insight, or even give him like, like let him see like what you guys are brewing kind of thing over there. Like this way, we're not all like going like, oh, everybody hates each other, which it's nothing for him right now. It's like he's on his own projects right now.
Like, yo, it's been like 10 years already, and he's working on his own things. He's fine.
Yeah, he's like it's like you're angry for him. Like,
And there's two people who are angry for him, and that's Guillermo del Toro and Jeff Keighley.
Oh my god.
Everyone else is like, time has passed.
I feel like Guillermo's mad too because that was a project they were working on together. My man lost out on money too.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck you guys. I know I would have made bank.
Silent Hills would have been the greatest thing of all time.
And like Jeff Keighley, whose award shows are like floundering. They're like, just I don't know. They have like bad numbers because the companies
like
to themselves.
Well, okay. I think Survivor Time. You might have tweeted about this or somebody, but it was like to pay for a spot, you had to pay so much money for like a minute of like a trailer or like, for your spot in the show. And maybe I said this last time, but did you know his parents lend him that theater to host the game award shows? Like his parents lend him the theater.
Okay.
Because he is like somewhat of like a nepo baby where, I think his parents are like involved with like the industry itself in regards maybe to IMAX or something like that akin.
His parents, it's hard to find information right now, but they're involved in IMAX.
Yes, I knew that off the bat. I was like, that's why he has like these like theater rooms and these like areas to do his award shows. And I was like,
His father is the chief quality officer for IMAX, the CQO. So
wow.
I didn't even know that was a C-level title.
I didn't know it was a title to begin with.
Yeah, CQ, I've never heard that.
So he must go to like all the IMAXs and be like, I am here to examine them. Show me a movie. Like, what movie, sir? Dunkirk. It is the most IMAXy film we could think of.
Minions 4.
Minions
Put
4.
It on the IMAX.
Put it on.
And he's just there the whole time like Let's just
Yes.
fingers crossed, like that Evangelion Shinji's dad.
The dad with the glasses.
Yeah.
Shining. Yep. He just leaves like, this is IMAX. Like, oh, it's certified.
But like, yeah, like I don't know. I think it's a lot of people. It's fun to talk shit. I will admit that it's fun to talk shit, and it's fun to talk about rumors and stuff. But like, I feel like a lot of people are. Again, I was like, we even got it recently on a video comment on YouTube. It was like what is it? Metal Gear is dead. I was like, oh my god, like
No, it's not.
Why would you comment that? Just like let it rock. Like if people are happy about something or want to talk about something, let it rock. Like,
I mean, maybe you could say Metal Gear was dead like maybe like 2-3 years ago, but it is far from it right now. This thing was like sprung back to life, a la Gray Fox.
Bringing it back.
Yeah, bring it back. You could say it was resurrected.
And we were all put through the torture of seeing it crumble before our eyes the past couple years.
All the fans are banging their heads on the floor. Look, we want craving content.
Please.
But it definitely, I would feel like it's funny when Delta, the trailer got released, and then we got that whole little David Hayter legacy video series that sounds kind of like Metal Gear University. I would say that just kidding. But I felt like the fanfare after that, I feel like Twitter and TikTok, like everything just got flooded with just like Metal Gear content. So it's nice to see them. It's very exciting to see.
Yeah, it's definitely. I also agree with like what also Tom said before. It's so much more alive now than it has been the last years. Because like I was like interacting with like Metal Gear content online like right after Metal Gear Solid 5 came out, and when that obviously brought a bunch of people in, but then also Survive dropped and the whole Kojima Konami thing happened, and there was like obviously I wasn't like friends or like following every single Metal Gear person out there back then, but I feel like my whole timeline was like the same 10 people all the time, just like mingling among themselves. Obviously that's not true, there were definitely more people out there, but I feel like now, like I just noticed it like in by the numbers that like Metal Gear art is doing now. Like this, it's insane. Like it's so easy, like easy in quotations, but it's so much easier to get like a bunch of likes on like Metal Gear art now. Like back then, even the pieces that were doing like really, really well had like maybe 400 likes, and that was like, whoa, that's so good. And nowadays, you get pieces with like 3,000 likes, and
you get thousands of like you get like hundreds of reshares, thousands of like Survivor type. Like, I mean, it's like it's beautiful to see the support, and like you said, like see the amount of people who are actively like aware of it.
Yeah, when Delta drops, it's just gonna be exponentially higher. Like I think it'll be back at a level that no one's seen since probably 5. Like it's. I cannot wait, because like I have been through so much, through so many years of just I felt like it was almost like Dark Souls. You're just trying to keep that fire alive, and you're just like you're trying to hold the kiln of the first flame, and you're just trying to hold it.
Charmander in that one Pokemon episode,
or like Charmander in that one Pokemon episode.
No, see, everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that.
The little leaf over it.
And I felt that was Metal Gear. You know what I mean? And then the clouds separated, the rain stopped, and I'm like, we're back, baby. We're fucking back. You know? I'm excited.
And here's the bonus part for people who use Twitter a lot: the likes are no longer public; they are private. So for anybody who has like, not safe for work stuff, they can blow that up and then get good amount of numbers of likes because people can't see.
I hate that. Tom and I do this. Like we see somebody new on Twitter before we follow them, we look at their likes, because that's where you really get a sense of like sometimes of who they are politically, where they are. You know what I mean? So, and now it's like you can't. So now I'm like, damn, I'm just waiting for a bad tweet to come out. I'm like,
Oh no.
Fuck. But wait, so Survivor T-Type, I have a request one day. No pressure, even though I'm saying it live on the podcast.
Okay.
Would you ever make a website to compile all your work together, so like it's easily accessible and like, you know what I mean, like divided kind of like I feel like I love your artwork, and it's like not that it's a big deal, but like I scroll through your page and like you.
Yeah, I know it gets like kind of watered down with like other stuff I post sometimes, and it also annoys me because like even if you click on the media tab, obviously sometimes I post like stuff that's not my art, and it kind of bothers me because I'm like, the media tab, like even if people come to my page and see like in my bio it says like I'm a Metal Gear fan artist, but then like every other piece is maybe a drawing and then the rest is like just a GIF or like a random meme that I just post because I want to have fun and talk to people, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't want to not do that just because, my media tab needs to stay looking good. I recently did like a little like portfolio, like a selection of a few works I put in my Linktree on my profile, but it's not like all my work. I just put like a selection of some recent ones that I like. But yeah,
Okay.
I know there's
these
like
are
other
awesome.
sites out there that allow you to like put everything. Because with this one I was kind of limited, and also it looks really bad on mobile, so I have to probably rework that sometime. But maybe I should probably do one where I put like everything, like all my art, nothing else. I don't know what website would be like best for that, but there's probably. I'll need to Google and do some research.
No, and again, I feel like I love seeing it, and I feel like too, it's like I don't know, I want to see all of it at once, But no, this is sick. Thank you. I'm looking at the survivorport.card.co. This is awesome.
Yeah, I just made it with card because it was like I didn't want to like mess with any other websites and trying to like do like a what's it called, like Squarespace or something, like where I have to like do it myself. I just
this looks great. I love the layout.
Yeah, I mean, if you look on mobile, it looks a lot worse, and I don't like that it's like cropped and you have to like click on it to like see the whole thing, which kind of annoys me. But yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I have like one more thing that I also wanted to talk about, and it kind of ties into like the drawing I posted yesterday, or like tonight, I guess, or last night. I drew like a little gray fox with like the Canon laser arm, and I keep thinking, I don't know why that didn't occur to me like before that. I kind of just accepted it, but now I'm kind of thinking like, where the fuck did that Canon arm come from? Like he just shows up with it.
I don't know. I've been wondering that for years.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What the hell? Like I was like theorizing or like headcanoning, I guess. Like maybe when they were like reconstructing him with like the exoskeleton and stuff, maybe they like did it in a way that gave him like replaceable like body parts. Like maybe the goal was like to send him out on missions or have him do certain stuff, and like if something happens and he gets like his arm cut off, like kind of like he did in Metal Gear Solid 1, you can just put a new one on. And maybe they made like fun attachments. They just did like little...
Maybe he has like an attaché case of like different things that he could like plug in.
I was thinking like imagine like a chainsaw arm like in like Evil Dead or something. Because I've drawn cars like that like years ago, because he also, has the arm missing. And I was like, I need to do that with Gray Fox, I think.
No, I feel like it's kind of like akin to like Johnny. You said you called him, I think, Mega Man earlier, but like it's kind of like arm, that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Mega Man, doesn't Mega Man have like different kind of like weapons you can get throughout certain games? So like maybe that's the situation. There is like
he just has different bits for the situation.
Now, you guys see, like, in the chat again, once again, this is great for, like, an audio format, but, like, I truly believe Kojima may have watched the RoboCop films, because in that film, he has a gun arm that's an attachment. So he would take his arm off and put on that basically what looks like a rocket launcher, an assault rifle, and one gun arm.
Are we not going to talk about the guy in the back that just looks a little concerned?
The sheriff is like, what the?
That guy has like,
why did I come in today?
Just this deadpan stare of like, what the fuck is in my police station right now?
The movie takes place in Detroit, so I'm thinking like that is normal as fuck in that dystopian world.
We gotta watch it. I honestly, we gotta watch it.
Yeah, look, we'll get the boba and then we'll watch the movie and drink.
Please don't
perfect.
Please don't break my heart. We got to do it. We have to do it.
I'm game. I'm gonna do it. So no breaking hearts here.
But I think I agree. I feel like Gray Fox probably just has like that's part of it. You lose your limbs in a battle. We got you. We can just kind of like bust out the different attachments to best suit whatever kind of mission it is. And I mean, it just goes to show, just like, you are a weapon.
And maybe he just had like a suitcase stashed somewhere that he was just kind of going back to.
I bet you it's probably even done in a way where like you can acquire weapons on site and like maybe even like, I mean, maybe not even a gun because a gun is more of like a trigger thing. But you know, like maybe there's like ways to do it. So like, I'm thinking in the middle of battle, if he's harmed, you have an easy way to kind of
just plug into something real quick.
I mean, I think it's just odd that it's like never like even acknowledged.
Yeah, it's never talked about. Yeah.
And I tried like looking it up because I was like, there has to be something. They have to like mention it, but no, he just, I don't know, he just shows up and has it, and then that's it.
And it's like a laser gun, like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it really is like a nod to RoboCop though. Like maybe it really is just like
It's
a
gotta
visual.
be,
You
yeah.
know, like you see that, you're like, oh, okay.
The visual's too similar.
It does look pretty, like, you know, having drawn it yesterday, it's not too far off from what the picture is that Johnny just sent, so...
Yeah,
I mean,
I
obviously
put myself on mute to like unlock.
You already
the
got him
figure.
out.
Oh,
And so it comes with like the gun like
there it is,
attachment that goes
yeah.
into his arm. But I know this is an action figure, but like I don't know, it has to be like he can't be a transformer.
yeah, like
Just
it
like-
doesn't just like and then it just
Exactly.
transforms. Yeah.
That's the sound.
I hope you like my sound effects.
No, it was super good.
To anyone that's listening, I'm a professional.
Because then it's
Oh,
like this.
yeah, how does it snap on?
It goes like an elbow, not past the elbow. It's like his bicep here.
So do you
Yeah.
think like he slides his arm in rather than takes off his arm? And oh, never mind.
He's
His arm
like
just straight up
that.
comes off.
And
No, I think it's like an adjustment, like for
Okay, so if we're going by toys, which is strictly canon, he clips off his arm, puts on the gun, right? That's
That's how
what
it
we're
goes.
saying, right?
he's kind of like
That's-
a doll.
Yeah.
He's like a Mr. Potato Head. That's like what some
Yes!
friends and I were like saying, because he like even his nose and ears. I mean, they were cut off. It's not like he can just, you know, but he did get a new one, I guess.
He
And
did.
his arm and everything. I would imagine they probably like when they reconstructed him, they did something that it's like most of his parts are kind of replaceable somehow.
I'm trying to think now, but Mr. Potato Head in Gray Fox style, like how would
Oh my
New
god.
merch idea.
you know, like have a little like figure, and it's like I'm trying to think.
Oh, that'd be kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm like, how do you do it? I gotta think more. I'm not an artist, but like, I'm like, how would that even work?
I'm thinking that like you just make the whole figure of Mr. Potato Head like the Gray Fox head, and then you just have like different arms and
Like
legs.
the
attachments.
cannons, his actual arms, like,
But that'd be funny.
aw, that's really sad.
he has a shit ton of caution all over his body.
What do you mean?
It's like it says caution, and like underneath it is like it's not really like words like gibberish, but it's like caution, 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 and almost all his limbs caution,
It's
caution,
like
caution.
like one of the if it's like a machine, you
Yeah.
know, caution moving parts and stuff.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like, yeah, like he's just this kind of like mech that if like you take something off, it's like,
Maybe the armor plating around him kind of like expands and contracts. So if you have your finger close to him, it just snips it
Yeah.
right off. like the Tesla truck. Like it'll just like clap.
Cut your finger off.
Yeah.
I mean, I would guess that it would have to have like a bit of free space between it, so he could like move and do all his crazy ninja stuff.
Mm.
Because like otherwise, if it's all like welded together, he's kind of just like he really is like an action figure. Then he's kind of just like standing there,
Yeah.
T-posing.
no. And if you see RoboCop, it'll probably be like the way he moves.
Oh my god, he moves so funny in that movie.
Like, yeah, that
It's
movie.
so stiff.
Yeah, stiff, you know. So, yeah, I think the caution there has to be some like not malleable, but like breathable.
yeah, flexibility.
Yeah, there's like some joints.
I'm just imagining like when Dr. Clark's like working on him and he's like conscious enough, and whenever she's like I don't know putting in some kind of wire or plug and he's like moving his arm so her finger gets caught like just to mess with her.
Oh,
Like I can't do much,
I'll
but
snip
I
you
Oh,
can
real
do this.
quick. Yeah.
fucking hate her. It's the worst.
It's gonna be so weird seeing her in Delta because like she's gonna be so nice and then
Yeah.
she's gonna say all these cute little things, and in the back of your head you're like you're like a monster. You're like
He is a
the
monster.
you're the literal like worst.
And she looks so like sweet and cute too, and like her outfit with like little like white like I don't know what you call that, like little scarf thing she has on. She looks so like I don't know.
So unassuming.
Innocent, yeah.
It's like, oh, you just want to watch like movies with me? You just want to watch some good old fashioned 1960s movies?
No, what she saw RoboCop and she was like,
I can do this.
No,
This is it. Something clicked, and she was inspired.
I mean, she like did the same thing with Naked Snake. She's like, hey, your genes are like, you don't want to die in with you, right? Wink. That goes into that project, and I imagine like her being the chief medical officer for the Foxhound, and Gray Fox being a member of Foxhound. She probably like, let me look at this specimen.
like yeah, like she has no regard for life. Like literally, Gray Fox, mind and body messed up. I think about taking Big Boss's DNA and creating new life, and then you think about like my headcanon is like they treated Liquid so horribly his early and formative years, give him that kind of complex, you know. And I feel like too I feel part of like he was in this lab and she was just like, you ain't shit, you ain't, you know, like you are weak, you're inferior, you suck. And so like I feel like she's just so like no regard for certain humans. We're just experiments, we're just pieces of machines, equipment, you know.
When it comes to that, she's like almost like a 1950s like bad mother, where she probably had like a martini in one hand, and she's just like, you'll never be your father was twice the man you'll ever be. So you're a fraction of him.
You'll never make it in this town, kid. Never.
The worst doctor
You mess with
in that
like,
universe.
Yeah, I feel like my canon is like, you know, like she just totally shit on Liquid enough for him to like run away. You know what I mean? Like to just like escape, and then she probably like learned all that from all the shit she was probably telling Gray Fox, like to like fucking mess with his head and like I don't know, like I don't know.
Probably. She's probably like, oh, you think you're the number one guy around here? Well, if you had some cybernetic implants, you may be.
And like too, like maybe like I'm thinking too, like I mean, they were just they were so good with understanding the human body, like mind as well. Because I'm thinking about back to Venom too, like they just really knew how to fuck with people. You know what I mean? Like just really knew how to mess with people's minds.
I mean, I don't know how like they found all that stuff. I guess most of, or like a lot of it is also just like nanomachines, you know, a good explanation for like everything. But they must have like some, like this is like some Ocelot level shit, you know, what he would do, like mess with people so bad. And I don't know how he like taught him or like learned all that stuff.
I don't know. Ocelot definitely wrote some sort of playbook, and he was just like, here's the number one way to mess with people. Here's your copy, Dr. Clark. Here's your copy 0. Here's your copy 2nd, and we're gonna follow this to the T. Okay.
But also, like, is it? I never really thought about that or like researched it or like looked it up. Is like hypnotizing yourself a real thing?
I
don't know. You know, I if I was to take a real guess, maybe it's akin to like manifesting so hard that you kind of believe your own lies, kind of like what Huey was doing. But in terms of like actually like hypnotizing yourself and making yourself like something that happened to you, I don't know if that's actually possible. Maybe, well, I mean, he said that he was also doing a lot of drugs. So
yeah.
Maybe, so maybe it's like a mix of that as well. Maybe it's possible, but I don't know.
Part of me believes he was just lying to, like he was just.
Or maybe he was just lying.
He was just like.
Oh yeah,
around,
that seems plausible.
I'm fucking around.
I'm thinking like this is like the 70s going into the 80s, so it's a lot of like maybe like hard drugs were involved. Like maybe we're talking about like heroin to cocaine.
Oh, there's a lot. Yeah, there's probably a lot of stuff going on.
Using psychotropic drugs on top of that, and we have a lot of cassettes. So I imagine he had like cassettes where he's like, it's just him going nonstop, going like, Venom is Big Boss. Venom is Big Boss. Venom is Big Boss.
And I'm just gonna say that there is a lot of poppy fields in Afghanistan. So maybe Ocelot has a side gig going, you know?
The parties
Bagels?
on Mother Base.
Hey, they got to fund Mother Base somehow. That's all I'm gonna say.
Alright, all those bagels.
We're in the bagel business, baby. Yeah, Ocelot, the most sassiest bitch, also in this fucking series. Who just shits on everybody.
I'm glad he got his arm cut off by Gray.
Which
I mean, Gray Fox, he Well, it was kind of Ocelot that sold Grey Fox out to Dr. Clark, so, you know, it's kind of deserved that Grey Fox got to cut his arm off. I mean, but also that was kind of a bad thing in the end, because then the whole Liquid Ocelot thing happened, but, you know.
I mean, who could have thought that would have happened?
I don't think Grey Fox was like, shit, I can't do that.
It's like, fuck.
Like, even Grey Fox would probably be like, I know I'm a weird end result, but not even me could have imagined that would have happened by cutting an arm off. Like,
Yeah, that's. Yeah, what is it with the series of the arms? Or like appendages, like arms, eyes.
It's.
Something losing yourself on the battlefield or something.
yeah.
I think Grey Fox probably saw, like, this guy is super Western cowboy man. What does he need? His arm to shoot his gun. That's his good arm. I'm gonna lop it off. Hopefully he dies. Nope, he doesn't die. He
Damn it.
gets his fucking arm cut off and just like all cool and chalant, and he's all like, "My hand," and I'm
he
like,
he kind of ate that. He kind
I
of.
love that voice line when he like screams it. It's so good.
I know, but it kind of breaks the character too. It's like, all right, it's very like, it sounds like he's from like a Western movie, and all of a sudden like his arm gets lopped off, and he's like, "My hand."
Well,
like,
if you were
what?
playing like a fun character and you suddenly got your arm cut off, like you had like someone interrupting you and your arm just fell to the ground, I would like break character too.
Yeah, I
Also, like it was invisible, right? You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
you know, like maybe like just seeing that, it just instantly reverted him to how he was in 3, and he's just like, oh, ah, no, it's happening to me again.
Did he even attempt to grab his arm after Grey Fox lopped it off?
I would have just fucking ran too. I would.
Yeah, no, I think I saw him. I think you see him holding it as he's running out.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
oh
he's
god,
like-
it's still holding the gun. Like,
He's bleeding out. I was like, dude, how are you even like? You can't. You're running. That means like you're pumping. Your
Just
heart is
put it
pumping
back
more
on.
blood. Like what the fuck?
Like Ethan from Resident Evil. just
oh
put it
yeah,
back
they gave him
Oh,
the
she's
mold,
the water.
the Resident Evil mold. Yeah.
in. Put some alcohol. Put it back on.
It's like as good as new.
Oh my god. Arms, legs, eyes.
Yeah, even Grey Fox has the eye. Fuck the eye thing.
Yeah, I wonder. I don't even. They never addressed that either, right?
No,
Like
do
they
they?
never say what happened.
It's just more of like a design choice.
Probably a result of like the battle between him and Solid Snake, or maybe they had to lose the eye when they were working on him. It's
I don't know.
probably like a funny anecdote. Like Dr. Clark's like writing down, all of a sudden like he jerks his head and his eye gets caught in the pen. He's like, oh, we gotta
Like,
replace the eye.
oh shit.
Fuck.
Okay.
Ah, well, who cares? It's just
Or-
my little like.
It's like
fucked
just
up
replace
guy.
it.
He's
Or
broken
may-
anyway.
Or maybe Dr. Clark was like thinking, you know, every super soldier that I've ever heard of, only one so far, is missing an eye. So
Oh,
let's
yeah.
let's
That's
just
like
do
your
that.
signature.
Let's just do that real quick.
About the eye.
Something about the eye brings out the badness, the badass. You know, we just gotta do that real quick.
Because it is the right eye.
It is.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
It is.
I don't know. Everybody's
Doesn't
losing
trust the other
eyes and
person.
limbs. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, Big Boss lost a baby. They're just taking everything. I mean, the Big Boss. Sorry, the boss. Sorry, baby. Like everyone's just losing.
Oh, and so did Olga. Olga lost her baby.
Olga
Yeah.
taking everybody. Shit.
Raiden didn't lose shit. He ran away. Let's remember that, folks. He's just like, I can't take this life anymore. Rose, okay? You're too clingy. Bye.
Well, and then they got him, and then they
And
took
then-
everything. They like punished him for not.
And there's such like a throwaway line in Revengeance. They're like, yeah, the family's back home. And here.
Also, too, mind you, in 2, Raiden leaves because he's so severely traumatized, can't sleep, can't think, whatever. And then at 4, it's like, we're all back, no therapy, I'm just gonna be good now. Like, I got a new body. Like, the same issues that plagued me before definitely won't plague me now.
Who's to know?
She's a social worker now, so she's, you know,
Exactly.
I hate that.
And I'm trying to remember.
Exactly.
Like, Raiden looks so pale-y because they took his blood. Like, they kind of like drained him and put like blood
put,
that
like,
was
fake
infused with
blood.
nanomachines. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so. Ugh. I forgot about that, and I was like, oh yeah, that shit happened. Like, what the fuck? That's so normal. Yeah, go ahead, take all my blood out of me.
Essentially, isn't he just like a head and a spine? So, like,
More or
you
less.
don't
Yeah.
really need blood at that point.
Oh fuck.
You don't need anything.
Poor
I
guy.
think he just does that to that character. It's so I don't even like last week, I like a coworker of mine, and we're also like good friends. I wouldn't do that to like random coworkers, but I told her about like, well, she knows I like certain video games and stuff. But I was like, oh, and I did this podcast with these people, and she doesn't really speak that much English, so I just kind of, told her about the games and what we talked about, and she was like, well, what happens in these games? And I'm like, oh my god. And
Well.
I started talking about it, and she was like, this is insane. Like, why do you like this? And from an outside perspective, it's like, how do you explain these games to people? It's like all over the place, and so it's like, oh, it's super realistic because it's like rooted in real life history, but also there's like basically vampires, but also not really because it's just nanomachines.
There's bisexuals in this game, like there's
Bisexuals.
Like there's
Bisexuals in my video games?
There's-
It's like this game is crazy.
rollerblading fat men just like putting bombs everywhere.
Yeah, there's so many.
That's the peak of what was it? What was that meme? That's the peak of the male form, and there's nothing you could do about it. He gives up that guy.
Is your coworker are they still interested in the series, or like do they like are you trying to like bring them into the fandom?
Oh no, I don't think they don't really like play video games that much. They're not super interested in that kind of stuff. They were just like nice enough to listen to me for like an hour or something. We're like working next to each other, and I was like, and then in this game, you remember when I said like in that game he did that? Actually, and
Man,
and I'm like, oh my god, I sound
Oh, boy.
fucking crazy.
you turned into that guy.
Yeah.
I know. I've been that guy.
It's so
I think
bad
we've
because
all
like every
been.
time I
We've all
start
been.
talking about it, it just happens, and that's what I'm saying. Like right now, with like right before MGSCon, I'm like taking every opportunity to talk about things because now I have like a good excuse to be as annoying as I want to be.
No,
'Cause I just love Metal Gear so much.
No, for sure. Like, I think that's like the number one reason why MGSCon was so much fun, because you could let it rip. You could be that guy 100%. And then the best part is, whoever you're talking to is gonna get it. Like, you're gonna be like, "Am I losing you?" And they'll be like, "No, tell me more." And you're like, "Yes, I can fucking go in. I can."
No, and then like Survivors have the added benefit too of like you create content as well. So it's like, oh, I love a game so much. Look at my Gray Fox. You know what I mean? Like, look at my like. I think it's cool with that aspect too. Like you're also adding to the fandom. Like you made probably the only Gary McGolden fan art that's ever out there. Like that is
That's true.
It's ever
Like-
existed.
the only fan art of Gary McGolden. Like
You might be the first. Like, completely
Probably.
serious. You might be the first.
like
I haven't seen anything
I
else.
haven't.
But I mean, I did also like not really show his face or anything because I was like, put the tuna on. But that was I just thought it was so funny. It was so cool to like hear about that because I never really looked into the those. I forgot what they're called, In the Darkness of Shadow Moses. Oh, what was the other one? Was that?
it
the
was
other one?
oh fuck.
It was like a memoir that talked about how he came in contact
Yeah.
with In the Darkness of Shadow Moses.
Yeah.
I forget what that one's called.
Yeah, I forgot. Let me look.
It's funny because like I remember the New York Mirror, I remember In the Darkness of Shadow Moses, but I forget his book.
Yeah, it was like something.
Oh, the shocking conspiracy behind Shadow Moses.
yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Of it.
Yeah, but I never really looked. I barely like knew that existed. Like I knew it was like a thing, but I was like, well, I don't know. I'm gonna get to it someday. But then like you guys did the episode on it. I was like, oh my god, this story is fucking crazy.
It's very funny. Like, I mean, truth be told, I did not read it until very recently either. And I was shocked on how fun that story was. It's just so funny.
Someone had like reached out and they were like, who knew that was there? Like that's been there since the first release, and it's like, how the fuck? Like imagine like you didn't play Solid and you learned about the game by going through the files and reading that. It's like such a cool introduction
Yeah.
to, you know what I mean, to the game. I think that was such a cool idea, and I feel like sadly it's been trapped on the,
Yeah. I mean, when I was younger playing these games, I remember going into those menus and then, you just see like the amount of pages that you see. And I'm like, nah, I just want to play the game. And then you just back out. And then you never really give it a chance. But man, once you do, those stories are so interesting. It just it deserves more attention than what it got, you know?
Yeah, I've never really seen anyone talk about it, to be honest. Like, it was like I started at some point listening to like someone. I don't know if that's like I don't think that's like an official thing, but someone like did like an audio reading of like In the Darkness of Shadow Moses, and I started that. But then I also just got like, I don't know, I stopped at some point, but I never looked into it that much more. That's like the only thing I really knew about it, basically. But it's such a cool piece of like world building too, because I feel like sometimes with Metal Gear, like the story's so fantastical, you kind of forget that like there's like normal people in this world too, like civilians living their lives.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of, it's so cool to see that side of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think about like the end of Metal Gear 2, where like you see the people come up
Yeah.
to downtown Manhattan, and you're like, oh yeah, like it's not just some empty like downtown's not just empty, like that's a busy,
That's a busy
financial
thoroughfare,
district of New York. You're like, oh yeah, that would be crowded, and that would be such a moment. No, it is cool to get those little snapshots. I feel like it just adds more to like, you know, the world. And I think Ford does a cool job with all the TV commercials.
The TV does a good job, yeah.
I mean, here's hoping. I'm pretty sure Delta will do good. I'm hoping we get some kind of remake of Metal Gear 2, and then we get voices you know, I want to hear that emotion for Gray Fox. I want to hear Gustava, like, getting that whole backstory. I think it'll just add so much more. I feel like we'll get more love for Gray Fox from that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. There's so much to him, and Metal Gear 2 is so sad.
Fucking good.
Yeah,
It's
it's so
such
good.
a good fucking game. Oh my god.
Do you believe in that fan theory that Metal Gear 2's Zanzibar land is the same area for Metal Gear Solid 3's Selenoyarsk?
Oh my god, I just like read that today, and somehow I never like saw that before, and I was like, oh my god. And it said like I read this on the wiki also, and it said like that in Metal Gear Solid 4, like in one of the database entries, it apparently says that.
Oh, it
it's
does?
supposed to be.
It does, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was like, what? I didn't know about this. Like, no one ever mentioned that before. I've never heard that theory until like just a few hours ago, basically.
No, I remember hearing it a long time ago, and there was like a map comparison between Zanzibar land and Selenoyarsk, and it actually like lines up. It's bizarre. And the bridge where Gustava meets her end is where Snake gets thrown off by the boss.
Oh my god, okay. I didn't know about like the map similarities. I thought it was just like the general like area or something. That's okay. That's super interesting.
Makes sense, because didn't they refer that to as the Bridge of Sorrow? And that's
Yeah.
where we see the Sorrow's corpse at the bottom when we're thrown off.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's just dying there.
Yeah, it's also kind of fitting with Big Boss making his final play at the point where he was ultimately betrayed. You know,
Yeah.
like like that nation state he built was some sort of monument to standing up.
Yeah, standing up, and I think it's just a great moment of trauma for him. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he's trying to reclaim it. Last time he was there, it was a great moment of sadness, and now, like you said, like I come back and I
will conquer this. Yeah.
Man, Big Boss is so messed up.
I know, right? Don't we feel so empathetic for him?
Well, I unironically do. It's so like when Metal Gear Solid 3 does such a good job at like really making him like a lot more human than
I mean,
we're
like
used to seeing him.
3 and like maybe like 60% of Peace Walker.
Yeah, I thought Peace Walker. I really feel for him.
is when you could like root for him, and then like towards the latter half of Peace Walker is when he kind of like dwindles into this darker area that you see for the rest of the series.
I see Peace Walker as like he's doing terrible shit, but part of me is like it's really fueled by anger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you really see him just like, I feel like you see him visibly like suffering, and like the trauma is so new, and then the other games where he's in, it's more of like this residual, like not so much anger, but like just it's he's still traumatized. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Peace Walker. I feel so bad for him in Peace Walker. These fucking characters, man.
So these games, I I know there's other good games out there, but I feel like Metal Gear is such a special franchise, and obviously there's other games I like out there and that have like really touched me and stuff, but Metal Gear has done something to my brain. I don't know what it is, but it's done irreversible things. And it just makes me like, every time I think of it, it also just doesn't like get any like better, or it doesn't lessen over the year. I mean, obviously I haven't been like as long of a fan as other people, but it's been like basically like at least 9 years for me, and I don't know why it like keeps gripping me, even though it's like, you know, the same few game. I mean, I guess there's enough story to like keep pondering over it, but it's so captivating, and I can never like not go kind of insane about Metal Gear.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. Like I've played video game series where I geek out about the lore and a ton of other games. Like I went through like a Fallout phase, I went through a Mass Effect phase, I went through an Elder Scrolls phase, but like I keep coming back to Metal Gear, and there's not a. It's just something about it that it just draws you in. It's like we said earlier about yourselves. It's like a fan fiction of our lives, and then we see like these like fantastical characters in these like hyper moments of like almost like supernatural elements, and then you got robots, and it's grounded in like political drama. Like you don't. Where do you get that elsewhere? You know, it's such a specific niche thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like Kojima and the team, like they really, I feel like part of it too is like either they took their time with it, or like you could tell they just really cared. Like they really cared about what they wanted to say. They really cared about the little details, and you know, again, like of course a lot of shit was retcon, and like that's a conversation about that. But like I feel like when you play one of the games, any of the games, it's like great effort went to make this full-fledged story and like really kind of describe these characters. And I think that's part of it. Like I kind of feel the same way now with all these new Resident Evil games. Like you're getting like kind of like this resurgence of Resident Evil. It's because you made a game where like you see these characters in these like zombie apocalypse, but like they're like really emotional, and you know what I mean, like they're full-fledged characters as opposed to these old one-liners terribly voice acted, you know. Like Resident Evil 4 remake, I feel like really shined a new light on Leon, and I think it's just it gives credit to all the developers and, you know, programmers and the whole team.
All I can tell you is that it's been 26 years for me. Since I was 14. And I was like, I've played so many other games. I've said it before many times. I've played like the Hitman games. I played like Resident Evil. I played like so many other franchises, and I'm like, they've come and gone. I've never gone back to revisit them. Like, oh, I should go back and play like maybe the original Hitman game. Like, no, I've never done stuff like that. Or like, oh, let me go back and play the original Resident Evil. Or like even for Final Fantasy, I played a couple of those. And I go like, once I'm done, I'm done. I'm never going back. But for this series, I've time and time over again, I've gone back to playing 1, 2, 3, the originals, 4. I'll constantly be replaying 5 because it's so accessible. Like, you know, if you have all these games like on barn consoles, which I've argued for years and years and years, and they finally did it. We just need a couple more collections.
I know.
It's this series, like it's like what Kay said, like a lot of time, effort, and care has gone into this franchise, and it shows it within these games. And so like for fans that kind of like clicked to it, and it made like sense in their minds, like how these characters are fleshed out and how these stories come to life. Once it grabs you, like there's nothing else out there for you, in a sense.
You wind up making fan art and podcasts and talking to other fans across the country and
making stickers and making a con and
going to convention.
Yeah, we're all going to a fucking convention. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just real nice. It's real sweet.
All of us going on a plane, traveling thousands of miles and kilometers to go. It's bizarre. I wouldn't do this for any other series.
Oh, definitely.
Ever. Like
the amount of money, dude.
You know, don't even. Oh my god.
Renting a vehicle in California. What was I thinking? I don't know. I'm
We're
gonna
just
do it.
We're just gonna Uber everywhere, man.
It's like yeah, like all that planning just for like, and not just for, but like we were going for this convention for the people, for the love of it, and it's amazing, and I think too partly like thinking about Kojima again, like again like his goal was to pass the game on, but like I think he sees the love of the series and he knows that people know it was him and his team. Like I feel like too like the bad blood between him and Konami is one thing, but he sees like people love the series and people like he's retweeting fan art, cosplay. He knows, So I feel like that love is not lost, and I'm excited. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the series. We met you guys, like you know what I mean. Like it's cool what the series has done. I don't know. It's been really cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say since we're all going to convention, I was gonna say it like right here, right now. I'm gonna be wearing like the loudest like tropical like Hawaiian style shirt, with like my Big Boss T-shirt underneath it, so people will be able to see me from afar. Like that's how bright it is and loud.
That's awesome.
Where's the shirt? Did you?
Oh yeah, wait.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, you gotta showcase
I'm coming. I'll be right back.
your work.
It's a good thing for the podcast to see the shirt.
It's a good thing for the podcast.
Yeah, show off the shirt on the podcast. No, but it's
really
I love the
like,
shirt.
Tweet
It's-
it out like this is what I'll be wearing. This is what the T-shirts we got.
Yeah, everybody put what you're gonna wear.
Yeah,
Survivor Tab, do you have an outfit?
I think I have like a shirt from like a.
All right, to those who are.
Stay talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to know. I don't have my headphones on. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, it's like a Metal Gear Solid 1 shirt with like Rex and Solid Snake on it. That's probably what I'm gonna wear. Nothing crazy. But I was like, I can't wear the Uniqlo shirts because everyone has them. I need to wear something that's more that's like the
unique.
cool fans. Yeah, I gotta be unique and not like the other fans.
Like the other dorks there, right?
Yeah, because I'm the ultra dork. No, because I gotta prove my fan worth. No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, the shirt.
Check it
so
out.
Cool.
That is an awesome shirt again.
Right? Oh,
It came out really good.
Yeah.
I made the logo myself. To those who are listening, I made a Metal Gear University plugging the podcast that Kay and I do.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
And we made a shirt that's akin to like a university shirt. So like you know how they have like a specific font and then they have like the crest and then university at the bottom. So we basically made one for our podcast and it came out so sick. I'm so proud of it. I made the logo, yo.
I'm just happy because Tom is usually very like, I don't want to say humble, but like so critical and like to get this and he's like excited. I'm like, okay.
Because like
I'm happy for you.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty neat.
Hey,
I'll be
I
wearing
would buy
that.
it, to be honest.
Ooh.
Not true.
Ooh.
Oh.
Where he's gonna wear that. I'm gonna wear the Kaz shirt, I think, again. My exclusive Kaz shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But and then Johnny being a Hawaiian.
Yeah, it's like I got two. I got like a bright blue one with like pink flowers, and then I have another one that's like a black with like yellow flowers. I don't know, depending how hot California is at the time. I don't know how hot it gets over there. I'll have to check the weather first.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be okay on Friday. I checked it a day or two ago.
And I know for a fact, like none of the people who shit on people, who talk behind people's backs and don't add at people are probably not going to be at this convention. But if you are, this is my new policy now for Metal Gear Resurrections. You talk about shit about me, you become an episode cover art.
Oh my god.
So yeah, leave me bad reviews. I will showcase it. I'm not going to like blast it on Twitter. Like, no, I'll put it on my podcast so that everybody can see what you are and how you believe and how you talk to people. And if you show up at the convention and you try to shake my hands, bro, try to come out. I'm going to be like, get the fuck out of my face before I put your face through the wall.
The Puerto Rican's coming out. The Puerto Ricans.
I mean,
So on Friday at the con, it's gonna be 91 degrees, which I think is about late 30s for Celsius. So it's gonna be kind of toasty.
We're gonna be inside.
Yeah, we'll be inside.
Yeah, we'll be
It's
inside.
fine.
But all those people inside, they're going to bring heat with them. It's going to be hot in there.
From my understanding, it's like the whole second floor.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that it's a larger space as opposed to last time it was like in the basement.
Yeah, last year was a little bit of a problem, but
Yeah, the ventilation, I would say.
Yeah, it was getting a little toasty. I didn't smell like like anime convention armpits there, thankfully. But like,
Oh.
I didn't get that. But
Have you got you guys must have gone to like New York Comic Con because
Yeah.
it's so close. You know what that smells like. In
I would
certain
be dead
parts.
ass. Not certain parts. There we go. Yeah, usually
Yeah.
it's not as bad, but
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
yeah, sure.
I was
We
wondering,
went
like, damn, it smells like ass and armpits around here. What the fuck?
Yo, it's like I know we're all geeks and dorks, but like we can shower too.
You can shower.
Yeah.
There's
bring
body
deodorant
spray,
with you.
deodorant. Yeah, bring some
Bring
Axe.
Axe. Bring
Come on.
Axe body spray. At
Exactly.
the very least.
I just don't understand like why like what is okay, I don't mean to deviate, but like what is the stereotype? It's that like you're gaming too much, you don't have like
Time?
15 minutes to go in the shower
Ooh,
and like
yeah,
I
really.
just
I don't know. I
what's
mean,
the stereotype.
if I was to make an honest guess, I think that a lot of people who happen to be it's not a causation, it's a correlation of
Correlation.
people who might be a little socially inept or they don't have like a lot of social skills,
Oh.
and when you bring a lot of those people into a public space, they don't know certain social cues. You know, and
okay.
that's me putting my some college cap on.
Some college, the
God.
empathy cap. I'm
Okay.
not being empathetic.
And I know this is MGSCon based on Metal Gear, and for especially for people going there, like, do not tell me I can't smell like Big Boss. Like, bro, you can smell yourself. You can smell yourself. Stop that. Don't be
But-
stinking.
Last year it didn't smell too bad. It
was actually fine.
It was great. It was a good crew. I'm excited. It was everyone was friendly. We were very much introverted last year. We didn't really talk to people, but I'm happy to like see you two there.
I'm gonna do the opposite for you guys. I'm gonna be like pointing people when I'm next to you, like, yo, these guys, Metal Gear University podcast host right here.
Oh god. He's just gonna see us run away. He's gonna see a puff of smoke.
Like, oh shit, where'd they go?
The puff
Oh.
of smoke is me
Bye.
throwing hands with Johnny.
No, it's gonna be such a weird experience this year because last year, like Kay and I mean, we just started the YouTube channel and we just had like I think like one video up at the time. And we're going again this year with like so much shit that we did, and then like people kind of like know who we are. We know you guys, and we're like,
Yeah, we know you guys.
we're like, what the
Mhm.
what the hell? Like people know who we fucking are. Like that's so weird. It's such a weird thing, you know.
mean, that's just like I feel like that's like the whole point of like just making shit. Like don't wait till it's perfect, just do it. Because you don't know what's gonna come of it, and like you don't know who you'll meet if you just like wait until things are perfect or feel a
Mhm.
certain way. You'll be waiting forever. It's just I don't know. It's cool. I'm grateful to have met you guys. I'm grateful for Bubble Tea, RoboCop Night. Grateful just for.
Hell yeah.
I'm grateful for Survivor Type to be tabling next year. You know, like stuff like things like that. You know, let me be not. I don't want to say your manager, but let me be like the promoter. I'll promote you, Survivor Type. Let me be in the
Oh,
booth.
yes.
Let me help you.
That would be. I mean, I'll take all the help I can get. And until then, maybe you're like the biggest Metal Gear creators out there, and
Oh my
you
god.
Wow.
have like no, but I mean, you guys have something really good on your hands. So I think it's only, you'll keep growing and doing more stuff, cool stuff. I know you guys always have like this cool stuff planned, like the trial thing was such a cool idea. I loved it. I listened to it at work, and it like sometimes at work I sit together with a bunch of people, and it's really hard like trying not to laugh or like smile a bunch because it's like so the stuff you do in some episodes, it's so creative and cool, and it just
Wait,
elevates my mood. Anyway.
wait till you hear Johnny in this episode. Yo, Johnny, Johnny was
Okay.
going in.
Oh,
It's like
it-
perfect timing because on Tuesday
Yeah.
because I have to like take a 6-hour like train ride down to my girlfriend's family, so that's probably when you'll upload it. So
that'll
I'll
take a chunk.
be able
Oh
to-
yeah, that's a decent chunk. Yeah,
Yeah.
Perfect.
it's gonna be a meaty episode.
We
That's
will.
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At first, I was like, "Oh man, am I gonna get into a fight on this podcast?" And like, nah.
Oh, I love Johnny. You were so quiet for some points, and I was like, I know the wheels are turning. Johnny's like really like taking everything in, crafting. I was.
Yeah, it was like that. I was like, "All right, let me sit back here and analyze what's happening currently."
And then just say something controversial, and then just drop the mic.
No, and but like Johnny too, like the shit you're doing with the podcast, and like you're not only having like you're having fans, but like you had like Cynthia Harrell, like you know what I mean,
Mhm.
like you like it's crazy what we're doing, and it's because we all tried. You know what I mean? Like we all just gave it a fucking shot, and I think that's a lot. I don't know. I think that's half of it.
And that's just like for me, like I'm not gonna try to like go after like voice talents and stuff like that. It's gonna be like obscure things, like and like people to come on as well.
I would
so
love
cool
for
to like. Oh, yeah.
No, please.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I've listened to a bunch of episodes of Metal Gear Resurrections, of course, and seeing so many like different fans who do all kinds of different work too, like having them on the show is so cool. Like I love the episodes also with like the Metal Gear D team. That was really cool to hear how their progress is going, because I honestly didn't really know about them until like relatively recently, like a year ago or something, and so cool to get to listen to that and like hear a bunch of people. And the Cynthia Harrell episode also was so sweet, and was so cool to listen to you guys interview her. So cool. Yeah, I don't know.
Johnny.
So many cool people.
Honestly, Phil Lamar, Greg Eagles, the voice actor for Fortune, I feel like those would be such cool. Like I feel like I don't see a lot of interviews with them, and I feel like that would be like a fucking interview with Greg Eagles. I feel like would be so, because he was so sweet and like funny. I feel like that would be, and then it's of course Gray Fox. So like it'd be so sick to like. I feel like I don't know how you could finagle that. I don't know what the channels are, but that'd be. And even too, we have the Fortune voice actor gonna be there, and I'm like. I feel like I never hear of her point of view. I sadly don't even remember her name. Like I feel like shit like that is so interesting.
It's cool. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah,
Look forward to what you two do in the upcoming months.
I would say like when we go out there, like I'm gonna get you guys a round of drinks or whatever you guys drink. I don't know what you guys drink, so we're all. What is it?
Bubble tea.
Bubble tea. Okay. Because to thank you guys for like coming on and to repeat coming on. So this has been fun. This has been great. Like this is what I always say like on my platform and other people's platform. I don't have people to talk with, and this is great when I get people around to talk with about this series. You know.
Agreed. Couldn't agree more.
And for those people who are attending MGSCON2, don't try anything. Be cool. Be good people. All right. Don't be jerks. You know what I mean?
We're all there to have a good time.
Exactly.
Just having a good time.
As always.
Yes.
I was saying this has been an episode of Metal Gear Resurrections. If you guys want to plug your socials and your works, you can do so now.
I am T. My partner Kay and I, we do a podcast called Metal Gear University. You can check us out on Apple or Spotify. We also do YouTube videos that discusses lore on Metal Gear.
And it's on TK&M on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch.
We're on Twitch as well. We stream sometimes. We're playing Control right now. Control's so fucking fun, by the way. And I think that's primarily it. Yeah, we fuck around on Twitter. That's mostly K though. So,
I fuck around Twitter.
Yeah, I mean I'm there. I just I like something every now and then. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm survivor type. I make art sometimes, just of whatever I want. Mostly Metal Gear though. And you can find me on Twitter. That's where I usually do my stuff. At survivor type or survivor T type. Whatever you want to say.
Yeah, and this has been great. And one last mention of MGSCON2, because we're all going to be there. So when you guys listen to this episode, people, it'll be Friday. It'll be the day before. And so it'll be a fun time. And if anybody recognizes our voices, come and say hi. We may say hi back or not. We don't know. Depending on how we're feeling that morning as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wild. Excited to see you all.
Oh, it'll be so fun. I'm ecstatic. So excited. So much Metal Gear to talk about. Of course. Amazing. Thanks for having me again. Of course. And I think now I said everything about Grey Fox that I wanted. Mostly. But I'm still, if anyone wants to talk about Grey Fox, you can slide in my DMs.
Yeah, so this has been great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.